Today I'll be surviving 100 days on how to train your dragon while stranded on an island. Being stranded on an island will make it a lot more difficult to get a lot of different resources, so it's going to make things a little bit interesting. But I still managed to build a base and capture one of my favorite dragons, so stay tuned to see how it goes. Well, today I'll be surviving on this island right here. We're going to have limited resources, we're going to be stranded here, and it's going to be pretty crazy. I don't know what dragon we'll be able to find, but hopefully it's a good one. Of course, the first thing we're going to have to do though, to do anything, is going to be mining down a couple of trees. But I feel like a lot of my dragon videos are mostly exploring in the ocean, so I figured if I'm stuck on an island, it'll kind of force me to do some other things instead. So that was the idea behind this concept, and hopefully it'll be fun. Also need to make a pickaxe and get some stone to start off as well, so let me go ahead and do that. I'm also kind of stuck in this cave now, so we need some blocks to get out of it in the first place. I can probably dig a staircase though, which I will definitely do in a minute. And now that I do have a stone pickaxe, we can get this iron ore right here, and we can get some iron to even begin with, which will be helpful at some point here. But for now, we're gonna need to use these stone tools. And then what is this? Does this go down to the cave deeper? It does, alright. I'll keep that in mind. For now though, I think we probably want to head back up to the surface, because I need to figure out what we're gonna do for food, which is gonna be one major thing that we need. There actually is a dragon right here. What dragon is this? A wave render? Can I see what, oh, pie crust. Oh my gosh, wait, I'm literally getting attacked. Oh, and he's shooting now. Oh my gosh. Wait, I just tried to, like, dodge back and forth. I don't even think that helped. What are these? Cabbage seeds? I didn't even know there was cabbage in this game. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, maybe we can plant... Oh my gosh, I almost just got hit. Maybe we can plant this. For now, we need to run away, though. We might have to kill the dragons on our island at some point. Why was he mad at me? Was I holding my pickaxe? Oh, maybe I forgot. Either way, let me get these rose bushes here. That will be a great decoration. And then I need to go ahead and focus on getting some food. I did see this boat over here, so maybe that's how we got stranded here. That may have been my boat. Either way, let's go over there and see if there's maybe some starter food. Maybe there could be something in there that's helpful too. And then what is all this stuff? Sea beet. Actually, this is beetroots. I mean, that's good. I'll take it. I need to heal up a pretty good amount of health or hunger to be able to heal. Let me eat my beetroots, and let me plant all of this sugarcane down right here, just so we can start duplicating it. Then we should be able to get into this boat with a couple of blocks. Am I getting shot at again, or what was that sound? I don't know. Oh, it is trying to shoot me. Okay. Can we just go through here and get, like, food specifically then? Really fast? Okay, we can heal. And then hopefully we can find some armor. Let's take this full set of leather armor. We're only going to get one of these boats because I'm probably not going to explore the ocean. So everything on this ship is going to be very, very good for starting out. And there's not going to be any more of it coming. Alright, golden carrots. Very good for healing. Obsidian. Oh, I think I'm messing my inventory up, but... We can leave some of this stuff on the ship, honestly. An iron helmet is definitely useful. Ooh, 2 free diamonds. Iron and apple. Not bad at all. Our achievements are very delayed, but slowly but surely we're getting all of them. Then there's a couple of chests left here. I'm up to 11 iron, so we could use that for some tools if I wanted to. And then this trader over here, we can use them at least once, so let's trap them. But we cannot have them die. Maybe we shouldn't go over there then right now. Is the dragon gonna kill them? I don't think so. Okay, the dragon just shot me once and I lost like half my health. Let's just forget about the villager and we'll just hope they don't die too. Wait, I'm gonna need wool though to sleep, so zombies don't kill them. So let me just swim underneath the boat and we need still some of this wool right here. Just have to be very careful. Okay, I think the dragon sees me or something. I mean, I hear it shooting. I'm just gonna quickly grab 3 of these. The dragon is literally trying to shoot me right here. What the heck? Why is it so mad at me? It chased me down. The trader is still up there though. I mean, I see them. I'm just gonna like swim underwater around the island so we can go to the other side. And hopefully this dragon will stop chasing me. And hopefully somewhere right here will be safe to go ahead and make our bed. I mean, I don't see anything near me. I went to the opposite side of the island. So let's place this down and sleep in 1 second here. While I wait for that to happen, I could mine some wood, which is exactly what I'll do. Okay, I see that dragon again. I don't know if they see me, so maybe we can sneak over and trap the trader in a little hole so we don't lose them for sure. I don't know, it's gonna be dangerous though. Like, why is the villager walking in like such weird patterns too? I don't know, I feel like this is gonna be too close. They shoot me and the villagers right here as well. Like, I don't know, that seems kind of dangerous. I also don't know if I'm gonna be able to trap a villager. It's kind of hard. Let me make an iron shovel in case that helps. Then we'll just have to mine the blocks underneath the villager at some point. I'm trying to stay out of the blast range too. Okay, wait, there we go. The villager's stuck. Then we'll block them off like that. Okay, the villager is safe. We can use them later. I guess that's how we'll get our dragon, probably from an egg. I don't know. That also means whatever food we end up needing, we'll probably only need a couple pieces. Which is good because we don't have animals here, I guess. I didn't even realize that till just now. Which is actually kind of bad. I guess there could be some over there, but I didn't see any. Yeah, I mean, hopefully they're just not loading in. I guess if we do have no animals, we'll just have to deal with it. Could grow a lot of crops, starting with this cabbage, actually. And I'll definitely make more fancy farms, but for now, I think we should probably plant in anything we can, and let's just use this beach right here. So I will take away a couple of blocks. And then let's just plant in the cabbage. Growth is 0%, alright. Then we can plant our beetroots too. I mean, why not? We probably also want to grow wheat, but maybe I'll wait to make my farm to do that. Then where should we build our base? I mean, I can look at the map right here and give us a little bit of an overhead view. I don't know. It could be cool to have these two islands connected, maybe like a glass bridge or something for fun. But for now, I think right here would be a good spot for the base. Let's go. Like these 3 chunks. So I'd be starting with this water chunk right here. Yeah, okay, we're in one of them right now. So this would be the middle of where our base is starting. So let's just start building something then. Well, maybe not start building, but let's start mining stuff out so we can build something. Let me get rid of all these trees. I think we're doing a pretty good job of mining out some of these trees. It's been a couple of minutes here. And yeah, I still have a couple of pieces left in this huge one right here too. But I want to start building a base pretty early on this video. Making a farm, stuff like that. Just stuff I usually wouldn't do with these videos because I feel like I said, I've been doing a lot of the same exploring the ocean things. So I'm trying to change it up a lot. But we will be taming at least 1 dragon, hopefully more. So if you like that, then stay tuned. I have one really cool dragon in mind that I hope we end up getting. And then we'll have a really cool base to live at, to have our dragon at. We can make a dragon pen. We also need to go mining, and we could possibly go into the nether and see what is waiting there for us as well. I feel like there could be some cool stuff in there, but who knows. So I think this is a good enough space mined out to build something with. But, I mean, then again, I could probably remove these trees right here and have a little bit more space. Let me see if any of these are connecting. I could clear out this area a little bit more. Okay, yeah, so these trees, this one, because it's literally floating. I just have to remove which pieces we're touching, like this tree. And I think I just went ahead and did that. Alright, I got like 4 more then, and then the other ones might be fine to stay, but who knows. But then over here, it is a little bit messed up too with these trees, so let me find a spot where I could go ahead and remove the line. I think right here would be the easiest spot, so let me do that as well. I've also mined out a little bit of the dirt right here, so we have some more space to build with, and I'm gonna fill in this pond as well, just to make things a little bit more flat. So yeah, we'll look something just like this, which I think is fine. And then do we have enough dirt to fill all this into? I don't know. I guess I'm about to find out. Yeah, it doesn't really seem like it. But I can definitely go ahead and get more. I basically filled in the entire thing too. There's just this little hole right here. So then as for a house, let me start by building maybe a bridge. Like right here, I think if we have a bridge to get all the way to the other side, that would look cool. So 3 wide. We probably want to go above the water so we can have like this. You go up 1 stair block and then you're on the bridge. And then go all the way to the other side. Is that like too straight or anything? Should we add like a dip or maybe it goes up? I don't think so. Like honestly, this is probably gonna be fine, just so we can get to the other side easier. And then let's fill this in with the planks as well. Replace a crafting table and go ahead and make some actual blocks. Make some stairs, and then the stairs to get up, and then the stairs in the middle of here. I think like stripped oak might look better in the middle, but that also costs 4 times the price, and it doesn't really make that much of a difference. So for the sake of actually building this within the next 40 days, we're gonna go ahead and use planks, which will make it a lot cheaper. Then yeah, I think this is a pretty nice bridge. Like honestly, I like it. It does its purpose. Let me see how much of this I can actually finish though with the materials I do have. I don't know, can I do the whole thing? I feel like I could. This is also kind of reminding me though we should plant in some more trees. But now that I think about it, if we go place some dirt around that island, this would be a perfect spot to grow trees at. Then we could run across, harvest the trees, and then this will be like the actual livable base that we try to make it look good and put a lot of effort into. I think that's gonna be the best way to go about it. I also really need food, and I'm only like needing it more and more, so do we just plant 3 seeds right here for now? I think we do. Those need to start growing. How's our cabbage and stuff going? Looks like we have 1 beetroot almost grown, so I'm not complaining about that. And then the sugar cane. Yes, we need to get the sugar cane as well. Let me build a little bit more of the bridge first, and I can go check on it. Alright, so I've got this side finished. We have to place this bar right in there still. Break this birch tree. Probably both birch trees, honestly. Then we are getting more wood. I've almost used up all my wood while building this bridge. So let me get a couple of pieces here and go through the island and plant it. One right there. Plant a tree. Oh, wild cabbage again. I mean, why not? Let's get it. Ooh, we have actual cabbage now too. Cabbage, which can make a lot of recipes. If we find tomatoes, we can make mixed salad, a bacon sandwich, cabbage crate. Ooh, cabbage crate could be really cool for decorating. So, I mean, that's a good enough reason to even plant cabbage in the first place for decoration. Maybe we can eat it, who knows? We have 5 bread till we have to figure out. And then I'm gonna also go through this island right here and plant as many oak saplings as I can. And like I said, this will be like our spot to mine it peacefully, which I think will work out perfectly. Alright, I got a lot more dirt. I finished up the logs on the bridge. I planted trees. Some trees have actually grown as well, I guess. So maybe let's mine up some of those. And then there's some sugarcane I want to get from this island too to replant it. But in order to finish the bridge, I think we need a little bit more wood. And if these have grown already, then we might as well harvest all of them up. I'm also getting lower and lower on food, which is definitely not good. But I'm trying to work with what I have. It's just, I don't have a lot to begin with. And I'm using up some of my last piece of iron for a new axe. So, probably want to go mining after this. Maybe if we have enough food to justify it. Just stockpiling on some iron so we can have some tools I think would definitely be worth it. It helps me build a lot faster than using stone tools. And I mean, we have to mine at some point, right? This dragon isn't violent either. It's a pretty cool dragon, looks like. Sparrow dragon. Sparrow, probably. That's what it looks like. Very interesting. And then after harvesting that sugarcane, we have 6 extra, which I'll just go ahead and plant down the line here. And then we could probably move it all to the same spot over at the other base. Maybe, I don't know. But for now, I'm just going to plant it right back there. Also looks like I have some dirt here to place saplings on. I guess I forgot. And with all those trees being mined, I'm going to go check on my crops. Well, I can't see none of them are grown, so before I check on them, why don't we actually build the plank part of the bridge on the way back? That would definitely be helpful. Okay, and just like that, it is done. Let me check on the crops like I was saying I would. These have to grow a little bit more, and then what about the other ones? Do we have more cabbage ready? Maybe some beetroots. Beetroots are pretty useless, but there might be custom recipes in this mod like I saw before. We don't have tomatoes, but like, maybe there's still a recipe we can make with the stuff we do have. And beetroots just look good, so I mean, like, whatever. And then these are 86% grown, so... Oh, this one's mature. These ones, both of these are actually. Okay, nice. We'll have to make the actual farm, like I said, soon, but I just haven't gotten around to it. So maybe I should now. And then we could probably make it somewhere... If the bridge is right there, we can have a spot down to the bridge, like right here. Maybe we have like a backyard farm type of thing somewhere. Some pillars here on the stairs so it looks nicer. Okay, not bad. Maybe actually this though, I think that would look better. And then the stairs would be on this front block. Alright, then we replace the dirt. Okay, definitely looking okay. We have some path blocks connecting this up to whatever base we end up building. And then I think the best spot for a base would be starting right around here. And then yeah, in this backyard we can have a couple of crops. 1, 2, 3, 4. We probably want that to be 5 blocks actually. 5 blocks. And then we could go over another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Something like that possibly. We'll need more dirt to fill this in. And then the path can go up next to the house. And then for the backyard here, let's just build these up 4 for now. Just to have them be a little bit more resembling what the house is actually going to look like. Okay, that gives us some nice room here to kind of have some plants. And then if there's going to be a wall, let's just assume it's going to be something like that too. And then we need fence. Yeah, fence would be the next logical step in my opinion. So let's make up as many as we can. There is 18. Not a crazy amount, but enough for now. So it is a new day, of course, and I'm going to go ahead and try to get started on this building here. So building up these walls for now at least. I'm kind of more worried about the farm though, so that's going to be what I focus on. I guess these walls would make sense like right here. And then the fence we can go ahead and start placing in. So it's something like this hopefully. But then again, is it building I go further too? I don't know yet. So maybe we could have it mirrored. So it's kind of like symmetrical. 5 blocks in the middle right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we could have a huge garden in the yard right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks maybe for now. We can also have the curved fence, so that definitely helps with it looking as good as possible. And let's bring these up 4 blocks as well for now on both of these sides. And we can put a little pillar over the other side for now. Or you know what? I might do the 1 block taller, so never mind. I'll just forget that for the time being. And then obviously there's another problem that would come up if we do continue building this, and that is that the dirt doesn't actually reach for this whole thing to be 7 blocks wide. So do we make it smaller in some parts? Do we expand the dirt? I'm not actually sure yet, but one thing I'm sure about is that we need a chest. So let's go ahead and go put this in the house so we have somewhere to store all of our extra items. Somewhere like right here is good enough for the time being too, and then I can move it around as I see fit. And I have to make sure to pick up all this extra wood that I threw out. There we go, 13. I thought it was a little bit more than that, I gotta be honest. And have I collected any extra seeds? I have not. Maybe I want to collect extra seeds so we can plant some more stuff on the shore. Because I'm out of food, I think. Which is definitely getting bad. 1 seed, not too good. But let me try to get some more. Gotta get out of this cave now too. And we'll be back in just a second here. I also need more wood. I don't know if I want to start chopping down my forest. I mean, I guess I could chop down all these trees and just replant some. I also need to steal dirt from somewhere, so I'm not sure how I'm going to get that yet, but it's definitely something I have to get at some point from somewhere. So I'll keep my mind on that. Maybe just from underground, I could make a place with some torches and dig up a little hole. Because we can cover up this ravine and, you know, the part where I was going to make my farm over there. Oh yeah, I was also supposed to be getting some seeds so we can plant them on the beach. Kind of forgot about that already. Let me do that really, really quickly first. I don't know how I forgot what I was doing, but I did. There's also some dragon up here, so we're actually able to tame dragons if we need to later on. I don't know if we will, but I'm just going to leave it there in case we do. As for my 8 seeds, though, we can plant them on the shore right here like I wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I guess that was 8 because I used all 8, but I didn't count that. Let me get 1 more so we have a full field right here. Alright, perfect. That's at least a starting point. Definitely would want more if we can. But we're also out of tools now. That's not good. So maybe it's time we cut down like 1 or 2 more trees, and then I probably have to go on the mining trip I was talking about. So that's exactly what I will do. Alright, I also am going to make a furnace and melt up my 19 iron that I've gotten so far in this cave, so I can go ahead and make a pickaxe, because my pickaxe is stone and it only has 60 durability left. And I guess with my iron I could probably go ahead and make a better like armor piece. Let me also make my iron pickaxe. Yeah, I'll just mine cobblestone with the rest of this one, honestly, so we have a building block. And then we can use the build too. And it gives me something to do while my iron melts. Okay, for some reason I just randomly swapped to that iron pickaxe now. If you have them both in your hotbar though, you can prevent that from happening, which is good. Just have a couple more blocks here to mine. Then like I was saying, we can upgrade one of our armor pieces, like maybe the chest plate. And then we can keep the other leather ones for now, but then hopefully our defense is a bit better for when we go down to this cave. Because I was going to venture a little bit deeper down here. It looks like it gets a lot more dangerous. Maybe too dangerous, honestly. Are there copper armor pieces in here? There are not, okay. So our only option is basically iron, which is fine. Maybe we make the pants then, if that is the case too. Just so we have as much armor as possible. We also have the golden carrots for an emergency. That makes me feel a little bit safer. And then I'm ready to go down. Let's see what kind of things I might be able to find. We have a water bucket, so that should make it easier too. I mean, I'm definitely doing a good job so far. I'm getting chased down by a lot of monsters. Okay, there's a creeper here too. The creeper exploded some zombies. Then there's just one more I need to finish off here. And I should be good to mine some more. There's so many iron veins around me. one more right here. And then how much do I have in total? 8 pieces. Alright, it could be better. And there's some more right here that I can get for pretty much free. I'm getting chased by monsters again. I didn't even know the spider was here. And there is one more zombie. I'm getting hit a lot. I gotta get better at dodging. There's also diamonds behind me. There's like skeletons and spiders too, so I'm just gonna run away from them for a second. And I can lure them over here and try to finish them off. If I don't die, this spider is destroying me. Oh my goodness. I don't know how that happened. And then there's 2 creepers. Should be fine if they explode. Yeah, I'm underneath them. So the explosion damage basically does nothing. How much iron do I have? 28 at the moment. Gotta go up soon though. I only have 3 golden carrots. This is the vein of diamonds. Well, I guess it's not vein of diamonds because it's 1. 1 is better than none, I guess. There's a couple more pieces of iron I can slowly try to steal. Hopefully I don't get jumped by anybody. Deep slate waterstone. What does a waterstone do in the dragons mod? I have no idea. Well, I'll remember that's down here if I ever need it. But I'm not gonna get it. I don't think it's worth it. And only 2 diamonds in that vein, so we have 5 total. That's enough for an enchantment table and a pickaxe. I don't think I'll make either of those. Maybe a pickaxe. But you know, 5 diamonds, it's not nothing. You can make at least some stuff with it. And hopefully with this iron, I can continue building some stuff. I'm gonna mount all of it in my house right here for now. And then I can probably get some wood, I think would be important still. I can get some of my trees over there too. I don't know why those leaves haven't decayed either. Am I now loading those chunks? I'm gonna turn up all of my settings on my game because they're usually pretty low because the crashes. But now we're just stuck on this island here, so in theory there shouldn't be any crashes, right? Because I mean, we're not going anywhere. I can also make another iron hoe, which would be important to continue planting new things down. 1, 2, and 3. I could also make a stone one because it's the same speed, but like, if we can have the iron, then like whatever, why not? I guess I could start making stone ones from now on though, just to save on the iron, so we don't have to like, go mining too many times. And I want to get a couple more seeds to fill in these new spots I just mined out. Again, I don't want to have a huge farm right here, but at the same time, we're building the other farm, and I want seeds to plant on that farm. So that's kind of the thought process there. And then if I grab a couple pieces of iron out of here, I can go find a spot to mine some dirt, and then start filling in a lot of these holes. Where can we mine dirt? There's also more coal that is going to be useful to grab, because I only have like 10 left. I didn't find any in the cave I was in. Or if I did find it, I didn't see it or get it. I did find a spot right here too that could pretty easily mine some dirt, so I'm going to get as much as my shovel allows me to. Then hopefully I can keep filling some stuff in and make a lot of progress on building. And now that I have almost 5 stacks of dirt, I think it is, I'm going to place a little bit of a layer above this ravine to start off. Just so we have a little bit more room where our house is going to end up going. Then probably when it goes up one layer like this is where I will take a break for now from expanding this. So yeah, somewhere just like that. Then the next thing I want to do is finish the fence area. So for that I need to probably increase this with some dirt. If this will be the last block it's on, I want to bring this whole thing up by multiple blocks then. Going all the way to the end over here. And connecting up something like that I would assume will be fine. I don't know, it looks a little short when you get to this edge, so I think we'd have to do something more like this then. Then hopefully that will work and be okay. Maybe a little bit more like that though, yeah. I mean, that looks fine. Let's see if I make the fence now, how this will end up coming together. Let me make a bunch of birch wood into sticks so we don't have to waste our oak wood to do that. And then we need more planks, and we can craft the fence. There's 57, which should be enough for now, I would assume. And then let's place this all the way towards the end. We connect to this up, do the diagonal block, which this one will be removed for that. And this is what it would end up looking like, which I do like. Yeah, this looks fine. I think this needs to be expanded a bit though, so it doesn't look so square. And then we can bring this corner out just a couple of blocks as well. So that would end up looking something like this. Is there wheat grown? It is not. And then for the actual farms in here, should it all just be the one big farm? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I guess we can have one water right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 4 blocks from the end in the middle is where this side would be. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should all match up. Let me get another block though. There's one more water bucket. And hopefully we only need 3 total. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, okay, we do only need 3 total. So we just need one more in the middle right there, and then we're actually done with the water sources. And for those, I think we could do something as simple as like some leaves. Add some green into the middle of the farm, I don't know. Let's just go shear 3 oak leaves for that. And only 3, so I don't have extra in my inventory. So this is what that would look like. If I can go ahead and use my hoe and tilt the rest of these blocks, assuming that they can all get reached by the water, which should be the case. I mean, I counted it. And if it isn't the case, I can go ahead and fix it. Is there no water right here? Oh, there isn't. Wait, did I just block off all my water? Can you not waterlog blocks in this version? There's no way you can't do that. I actually don't even believe that. Let me go try it again. Maybe I have to shift click. Is this version really that old? Oh my gosh, this version is really that old. I think I'm in like 1.18. Right, that is literally crazy that they don't have that in this version. But whatever. Wait, so does that mean we can't even place a trap door above this? Here, let me try that. We need a little bit more of this. Okay, wait, no, trap doors work. I guess leaves just don't work for some reason. I don't know. Well, let me fix up the rest of this. We just need one more block now to fix my mistake. We need one more trap door too. And then that should be fine. Let me go back through with my iron hoe and tilt the rest of these two now. Because some of them have dried up since there wasn't water anymore. Okay, then finally we would want an entrance. So let's have 3 fence gates here. 3 fence gates here. And then 3 more fence gates in the middle of this side. But yet again, probably we would want 3 in the middle here, I assume. Then 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 fence gates is what we would need to finish this entire thing off. Can we craft 15 fence gates? Let me see. There should be planks in the middle and sticks on the side, I think. Yeah, okay. So we can craft 16. We needed what, 15? Yeah, wait, I think we only need 15. Let me craft them up. And if we need more, we can go ahead and craft more too. I'm also out of food right now, so I've got to find something to eat in a second. Okay, that was the perfect amount. We have all the fence gates placed in. Then next up on the list is probably empty my inventory a little bit. Pick up my iron. And then let's see if I'm able to go ahead and get food from somewhere nearby me. Not sure how hard it will be. There are any of our farm crops grown in. Let me go check the other side. All the way over here. What are hop seeds too? I don't know. Okay, let me break these blocks. We have more cabbage right here. Let me try to eat the cabbage. It heals 1 hunger. Okay, that is not gonna sustain us for very long. Can we make anything else in here with what we have? Nope, unfortunately not. If we found tomatoes somehow, we would be able to... Wait, did I say toaster? I don't know. But yeah, we'd be able to make a recipe. I don't know how good the recipe is. But unfortunately, we don't have tomatoes. And I don't know how you get them. I don't think we're going to find them on our island either. But it is what it is. Let me plant these beetroot seeds down. I'll just keep the cabbage seeds on me, and we can probably plant them somewhere. I think we most likely are going to use this entire farm in their backyard for wheat, though. Or maybe this is the front yard. I don't know. I assume it's the back. That's kind of what I was thinking when I was building it. And I can also break these blocks and add in pillars here. That'll make it look a little bit better. I have to fix this block I broke too, though. And then same for these sides too. Let's go ahead and add wood on the bottom sides. And then that means there's just 1 left right here. 5 more logs. And I think I placed 1 wrong here, but I can fix that pretty easily. And as for the windows or whatever, what are we going to do with all that? I don't know. We could probably block in this side, just make it a full window. So that would basically end up looking something like this. You know, I don't know if I like it being a completely flat wall too. Like, should we push it in a block where there's at least some depth here? 1, 2, 3, 4. We wouldn't be able to plant crops in front of us though, but we could have a little flower bed. Yeah, that could make it look pretty nice. Yeah, we probably should push all these back 1. I think that would be in our best interest. Should we make some stairs to have some more depth in these windows in the first place? So basically, we're going to move the top layer here and place stairs instead. And then I can just do that for the top, and it'll add in a 3rd layer of depth on these windows. And I can basically just do the window kind of thing for the rest of these sides. As for the door in the middle, I still don't know what I'm going to do exactly, but we can start by moving it 1 block back with what we've currently built. So that would look something like this. We have to break this chest. Nothing falls out, thankfully. And I guess I'm out of oak wood, but we're going to get a couple pieces back from breaking these blocks. I can move my furnace for now because there's not actually anything here. We can fill in this with planks too then. This block can be planks eventually, this whole wall, but we have a chest here for now, so I don't really know. We're going to have to wait a second to remove it, I guess. And then how does that look? I mean, that looks fine, especially for a back door, like whatever. Can't be perfect. Then we need more logs to continue building anything else. Let me put away all my seeds into this chest. I can actually take some saplings though, because we might be able to mine some more wood, since I'm currently out of that. So I need to get some more right now. There's also, how many wheat? 2 pieces of wheat. Did we get 1 seed from that? Okay, maybe that is possible then. I didn't know that was. 1 more extra seed right there, and then we'll have to wait for these. They're actually like 1 tick away. And I guess almost all of my trees are burnt too, so I'm gonna go and chop all these down and make another iron axe so I'm able to do that, because mine has 14 durability left. I'm gonna collect this sugarcane on the beach too and move it to the front of the base. That way it can probably grow a little bit easier too, since this is a little bit of a ways away. And I have like 2 trees left before I've gathered all of them up. And then I can probably go around and see if I can find some apples, which would help me have some food for now until my wheat continues to grow. Yeah, I actually see multiple on the ground around here. There's 1, and I see at least 1 more, and then there should be 1 behind me. So at the very least, I can get to full hunger. Oh yeah, and of course, I can put up some stairs right here so I can actually get up and down without having to jump. Then that helps the bridge get 1 step closer to actually being finished. If I ask for a railing, I don't know what I'll do yet, 100%. I went ahead and melted a full stack of glass, so we can use that in a second, but I also want to make these 5 high now and bring the oak logs all the way across so we can start kind of finalizing this. But then we can add a roof and everything too, or whatever. Let me go up on this side, and then I can do the same exact thing. As for the inside, we need some more planks so we can continue this wall. So I'll craft up a couple of those, and then we'll do something just like this. We can close off these sides a bit so it looks a little bit better from the inside as well. This could maybe be a door, or it's at least a wall, so let's build this across. And then that's what this would look like over here. Yeah, we'd at least want something this way too. This could probably be a full wall as well, but who knows. Yeah, I think that looks fine. Maybe this could even be a doorway too, so we have a way to get out of the side of the house. I think that'd be better, honestly. And then maybe adding something on the sides, but we could also just have a plain wall. I think that's fine. Let me break out the grass because we need to get floor in here too at some point. That would be a very important step. I'm not sure what I'll make the floor out of though. Stone is pretty hard to get, but I think that's really the only option. Maybe stone bricks, we can melt the cobblestone, but still, we would have to mine a lot more of that. I can start mining a stack of it just in case. And then as for the stack of sand I got and melted, let me make some glass panes. They also go further, so it's kind of useful in that sense. We can place them in all these windows for at least now until I decide if I'm doing anything more fancy. And on the top and bottom, I also need the stairs if I'm going to do it on both sides. So let me make those. And finally, we can finish this side, breaking the wood over all the way to the other end. Then there'd be a pillar right here, I believe. And then this would go all the way over yet again. I also just ate my last apple there, so I used up the rest of my wood. This should be what the wall ends up looking like. I'm gonna see if I can finish filling it in too with all this stuff that I have. Okay, I cannot. I think I want to make a more interesting shape in front too that kind of like comes out like this. I think it'd be like a square right here on one of these sides. But for now, we don't have wood to do that, so I'll just kind of keep it as an idea. This floor also needs to be finished being mined out, so I'm gonna do that while I wait for my stone to melt anyway. And just like that, it is all mined out. Let me get my stone brick ready, and let me start placing it on the floor, especially above this water, so we don't fall into it. And then we finished a tiny little portion right here. Like I said, I will need more stone, but we can try to get in now or soon. Oh yeah, when I was getting my glass to let it melt, I was just AFK, blocked in. So all of my wheat has grown. I guess that's actually another bonus. I didn't even think of that. So let's go ahead and harvest all of this. Let's replant that mini farm. Then let's replant all 33 seeds in our base right here. And then we will finally have something to eat now. Maybe. We might slowly run out until this whole farm gets finished. We might even need a bigger farm than this, I don't know. I have 22 wheat, so that makes 7 more bread for now. That's good. 3 more wheat right here too. And 6 extra seeds that I can also go ahead and plant in. There we go. Could get my beetroots over here then, just so we have some if we need them. I think that's a good idea. And since all of this is done, the next thing that I think would be the best idea to accomplish would be getting more wood so we can keep building. So that is exactly what I'm going to go ahead and try to do. I've already used up 2 bread. I think we have 6 now. I'm going to put all my stuff away in this chest before I go. And a stack and a half of more wood. Let me finish this house up and then we can probably get a dragon. Or look for a dragon at least, I don't know. Just waiting more of these crops to grow as well, which is taking a good amount of time. And then for this, we'll do the 5 blocks, 5 more blocks this way. Then I'll basically just make it a 5 by 5, which shouldn't be too difficult, right? I mean, just gotta finish up like this. And then we can add some special blocks here to add some depth to the top, add one more extra block on top of these. And that is basically finished now. I'm not sure what I'll build here, but I just want to make it a little bit more interesting. This can be the door over here, so we gotta mine some grass. So this whole thing is on like the same level. Because right now it definitely is not. And we get some free dirt from it, so I mean like whatever. I'm sure we'll end up using it in some way. We can probably block up this cave. I just want to go ahead, make sure I light all of it up inside so we don't have monsters spawning below us. And depending on how big that is, I don't know how long it'll take. And I'm out of coal. Is there more coal in here I could steal? Or should we just forget about it for now? Looks like I have to forget about it. Unless... I mean, it looks like I was down there. I'm just gonna go up and do it later. And I should have my stone in here too, right? Yeah, 48 blocks, which makes 48 stone brick. And I can go ahead and place just some of it on these outlines right here. I mean, I can't fill in the whole floor now at all, but this is a good start. Okay, so we can at least walk around on it. And then as for the front of the building, maybe it's time to start building that. I do want to get the dragon stuff as well, but I don't know. I feel like I just need to wait longer. We need to find some more emeralds. And I'm not going to leave the island, but if there's another boat we can see nearby for emeralds to trade with the trader that we trapped, that way we can at least get like one dragon from the egg crate. I do think that'd be a very, very good idea. I just need to go ahead and find those ships. Maybe I could turn my render distance up a bit. I mean, I see 2 ships already. That big one's not going to be much help, but this pillager ship is pretty safe. And I feel like we could go look in it, get a couple of emeralds, maybe like some other useful stuff to build with. We're still stranded on this island. It's literally just like 50 blocks away. Or maybe that's a little more than 50, maybe like 150. But in order to progress, it's going to be necessary. So let's go ahead and sneak by this dragon, hopefully. I don't know why it's still just lurking above my base. Oh, another trader ship over there too, nice. I want to loot as little outside the base as I can, but like, I think everyone would agree that I should probably get a dragon this video. And this is going to be how I get a dragon, so it has to be done. Okay, I found some string, so I could make a fishing rod. I found fish, so we can catch dragons using that. Then there's also wheat here, which would be super useful for extra food, or just decorations if we don't end up using it. So I'll also go ahead and pick up every single one of these blocks. The main thing we're looking for, though, is emeralds, so we can buy one of those 8 crates. I have to remember that. I don't know, though. I haven't found any yet. I'm not doing too hot. There's also some coal blocks, which would be useful to grab, so let me do that. And I have to keep emptying my inventory out because it's very full. I don't really have room to take many items. So I gotta make sure I'm not picking up anything bad. I think everything in my inventory is useful right now. Ooh, a silk touch book. That's really good. Carrots, that is a nice extra plant. Onions, in case we need that for a recipe, we should take it. Iron sword. Why not? Chainmail boots we're just gonna leave because I don't have room. Probably want to keep this obsidian. Guess we can throw out 7 birchwood for now. We can always come back here too if I need. String we might as well take if we have some on us. Same for the onions. And finally some emeralds. That is the reason why we're looking down here. We found 7. That's not a good start. And I've made it back to the land. I had to sneak past that dragon again. I have 14 emeralds. Did I leave the emeralds in that ship last time because I was panicking? I don't think I did. I'd have gotten at least 1 emerald though, so they must be in my chest then. I only have 1 emerald here? That does not sound right. Let me also put all my farming supplies into the same chest right here so we stay organized. This is like my farming chest. And honestly, that's the majority of what I have anyway, so it kind of works out perfectly. Some wheat, hay bales. We have 9 apples, that's good enough for now. Some cod in there. Okay, so how many runes do we get with this? 12. Yeah, we definitely need more. I also guess I wasn't loading my furnace in because only 14 blocks have melted. That does not sound right. But my render distance was way higher too, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe there's something broken somewhere. Who knows? But let me finish this ground as much as I can too. Then we can make 1 more set before we have to wait again. Do we have any extra cobble? You know, yeah, I have to mine more of that then. And it is turning nighttime once again. Let me get all these hay blocks. Then I want to break these 2 all the way across to the other sides. Then I can kind of just like loop around here. And then that corner could just be nothing, honestly. Yeah, that looks fine. I'm breaking some wheat by accident, but it's worth it because this will make it look a lot better. Or I think it will, at least. I also need another shovel. I'll be sure to do that in just a second here. Oh, there's a wandering trader that spawned in here, surprisingly. There's a bit of an axe in here, but we don't really need a weapon, and everything else in here sucks, except actually the tomato seeds. You can make those food with those. Can I get an emerald back? I would actually buy one of those. Wait, you can literally only buy one too. That's kind of crazy. Whatever. Then we can try to plant those down. Is it just like a normal crop? Okay, yes it is. Yeah, I mean, that'd be fun to try and make that, so I will. I also have 14 more seeds that we have to plant down for the wheat. I don't know when I got these, but I did. And finally, I think we get this roof put on. Or maybe not yet, because I could use like blackstone from the nether or something fun like that. And I have 2 leads now. Okay, we have some paper. Parking ticket, I don't know what that's supposed to be. Leads for animals if we need them. I guess there's no animals here though, so I probably didn't need to just get rid of those llamas in the village over there. It's probably unnecessary, but it did anyway. And then we probably want to make another diamond, or not diamond, but iron shovel, because mine broke a while ago now, I think. So we need cobblestone. We could probably use some more wood. Where should the entrance be for this? We could probably like do this to make it look more fancy from the outside too. Have like a 3 doorway. Bring this up to here. And then, you know, that's something more like this. And then it can be made into like this fancy like door with extra depth and everything. So we can break all of this open and dig these 9 blocks on the ground, which will be turned into stone brick. Alright, and then I can mine a window right here too. Should I have 2 blocks on the side or 1? I think this is probably fine so we have more room for chests and stuff. Then I think the only room to have a chest room probably is going to be this wall would be the best for it. So we can probably just go ahead and start placing it here. And then which chest? Okay, both these actually have stuff in them. I thought one of them were empty. Then you can place 4 chests along the bottom here and then 2 chests on top of those. And that is probably just good enough. Let me move a couple of things into here, but I'm not going to sort it out right now. I can do it sometime soon. Is my stone brick done? You can make 16 more. I don't think that's enough for the ground. Yeah, it definitely isn't, but I mean, we get a pretty good amount of progress. Now I can also plant my carrots out here too. And then how grown is this tomato? 67%. Okay, we're getting there. I went to a nearby ship once again so we can hopefully get enough runes, and we're at 17 from these chests. 22. Okay, I'm getting very close. I also get some free iron from these, so definitely good for that as well. And then should we go to the boatyard? The villagers are glitching out. Wait, look at them. What is going on over there? Anyways, have I been there? Okay, no, that's a dangerous ship. I think the closest is that boatyard, and that should give us just enough emeralds to get 32 of these. I got some food. I got some emeralds. Let's craft these up. How many do we have from these? 26. 38. Okay, we have enough. I'm gonna go back to my base then. I don't need the rest of these chests. I'm happy with the loot that I got. My base should be in view still. I think just buying one of these sails. Alright, yes, it is right over here, so let me start heading back this way. Okay, then I have to get my trader in here. Go in here. Sharp class is the one I wanted to try. So let's grab one of those and see what will we get. Actually, let me block this up first. Okay, and we get a Stormcutter Cloud Jumper egg. Honestly, that is pretty good. I think that's what I was looking for. That's one of the dragons I kind of wanted to get. So I guess we have to hatch that then. Let me get some coal if we have it in the first place. Then yeah, wait, what do you need to tame that? Do you need some like random item? Let's see. Fire resistance, dragon nip, we could use that for, and then raw cod. Okay, good. So do we have cod? We do. 11 in there, which should be good enough, hopefully. Then I just need the coal. Okay, we do have 7 coal. We just need 4 torches. 12 is enough. And then we can start hatching this somewhere over here. I don't know exactly where, but... Oh, there's a music disc. That means there's a guy with a backpack, right? Where are they hiding, though? Probably in a cave right below me. We get a free backpack from this. Yeah, look. Oh, I'm literally gonna die in here. Okay, wait, I'm not dead. Getting hit through the wall. Hey, this music's kind of getting annoying. How do these zombies even get in here? Hey, I gotta eat some food. Oh, I'm gonna die. Let me eat a golden apple. I'll get rid of this song. Where's the guy with the backpack? It's a skeleton, okay. Is there water like right above me? Wait, how are we not in water? Is this glitched? Wait, no, this isn't even water. Okay, I don't even know what's going on. Either way, we found this backpack. We got a copper backpack for free. And it has some gunpowder and a bucket in it. Nothing too special, but just gotta make my way out of here now. If I can get up. perfect. And then right around here as well, where I will place the egg. So like that. Cloud jumper, stormcutter egg. And while I wait for that, we can get some... Oh, no, we do need dragon nip, right? Because... what is it even called? It'll be a baby dragon, so you don't need the effects. You need way less food. Oh, we also need a saddle. I think we can craft one, though, with leather and iron, hopefully. Yeah, we can craft one of those. We might need a couple more pieces of leather. Worst case, we just have to loot one from a ship, which is not a big deal. Yeah, we might have to do that. Because you need a minimum of 3. Can you craft leather in this? Not really, no. I'm not too worried about a saddle for now, since we have a couple more bigger things to worry about. And then let me just finish like 2 rows of carrots so we can keep growing those. Is our tomato grown as well? Yes, it is. So now we have 2 tomatoes from that being planted in the seed again, which we only got 1 of for some reason. And then let's put the tomatoes in the chest, the carrots, and then I'll wait to harvest the wheat probably. And since I'm waiting on a couple of different things, I think it's worth it if I take some saplings and I go replant all of the trees and get some more wood, so that if I do want to build again in a minute, I will have all the materials to do so. So my stormcutter cloud jumper has hatched. It looks like they're stuck in a tree right now for some reason, but I can probably help them out of there. Let me just lead them over this way. And then of course I'm gonna have to wait and let them grow up. I was already AFK for like a couple minutes, but it takes a while for these guys to grow up, so we're gonna have to wait quite a bit longer. I'm gonna plant all these seeds in, and since all the wheat has grown, all the carrots, the tomato again, still only 1 tomato seed. Oh, okay, but the tomatoes turn into more seeds. I guess I should have assumed that. So that is definitely a good thing for me. We can just start planting them in all on this side. Let me get all of the wheat, which we can probably go ahead and stop like right here for now. I mean, that's more than enough wheat. Then we can still expand the tomatoes, but we can still make this like a full wheat farm as well. Now I've just gotta replant the seeds. And my inventory is very full, so I'm gonna put away as much of this as I can. Then we can place another chest. Or not right there, we should probably just place them right here and move over stuff slowly. I guess this could be a new farming chest, so let's start moving everything that we need into here. Also, before I forget, I did get a saddle from one of the ships and some more cod. So I've got 11 cod left after taming the stormcutter, and a saddle to ride it when it evolves. Or not evolves, but it grows up, whatever it's called. And then let me empty out these chests, just at least the farming chest and the other one, where you can put all this stuff into here. Also, wait, yeah, this is the farming chest, oops. I'm already unorganized. And then the saddle can go right back into my backpack for now. And then there's some dirt and random stuff. I'm just gonna throw this in a random chest, just for the sake of being able to break this. And then later on I can sort it a little bit better. Oh yes, and there's the 2 other tomatoes. Let me grab those and plant them down in my farm right here. So now we have 4 planted. I do want to try and make the recipe at some point, so. And as for my 2 stacks of coal, let's throw them in the furnace for now as well. And then what should I do? I need the roof blocks, we need to get more obsidian. That's just gonna have to wait though. But before I'm ready for it, let's bring the diamonds in our inventory and we can make a diamond pickaxe when the iron pickaxe breaks. I also kind of want to make a little watchout tower, maybe like a place to hold the dragons. I'm not sure what that's gonna look like yet, but I can definitely start like putting some blocks out for it or picking a spot at least. I think I could probably start by also breaking all these birch trees here because they're just blocking a lot of the view. And if I can see a bit better and see more of my base, I think that would therefore help me build more in it. And with not being able to explore and fight dragon hunters, it gives me a lot more time to do random stuff like this. And I've got to make a new pickaxe because mine just broke again. It's also raining, so I'm going to try to sleep through that because I don't want like my house to get caught on fire. You know, I've removed a good couple of these, but still I'll remove this chunk of the forest next. I think that would still be beneficial. And there's a floating tree right here for some reason, so I can definitely go ahead and get rid of that. And honestly, there we go. I think that is a lot better to start off. There's also this tree right here I guess I forgot about, but other than that, with these ones being gone, it should clear up some room for me to build something else now. I also want to build the front a little bit more if I'm able to, so let me go see, do I have stone brick? Yeah, well, it hasn't melted yet. Or not melted, sorry. I haven't gotten any yet. I need to melt it. I just put 4 in the furnaces to melt it, so I think that's why I got confused. But yeah, we don't have any stone. I haven't gotten any. So I think going in one of these caves from earlier would be the best bet. Probably even like making a staircase down here so we can see if there's anything else we can find. And then we can get up and down this cave a little bit easier. I think I was in here earlier, but I just stacked straight up, if I remember correctly. I could also just be not remembering it right. And are there any more torches? I don't think so. Oh yeah, this cave. Yeah, I forget how I got out of here. Is there any coal that I may have missed? I don't see any at the moment, but yeah, it looks like I'm out of luck. I just have to do no torches, but I should be fine. I mean, even if a mob or two does spawn, I can just kill them as well. It's not a big deal. My iron pick did break though, so that means I can go ahead and have an excuse to make a diamond pickaxe, which I will do. Yeah, I also need obsidian. Like, is there any lava down here that I can see? Alright, it doesn't look like it. I'll just have to look at it another time soon. I'm not going to worry about it this second. Alright, I'm done mining. There's also a skeleton in my house. I'm not sure entirely why. But I can go ahead and put a stack of the stone in here. And then do we have any food? Yeah, I should have food. I have 8 apples. I'll just eat that for a second until I can get something a little bit more fancy. But this should be good enough for right now. Okay, I should have a couple of pieces done in here, which I do, so we can use that to finish filling in the floor right here. And a couple of blocks near the front door. Then I can probably make this a bit smaller by putting a line of logs here and here. And then honestly, probably just something super simple would be fine. Maybe like a trap door or something. Then like a door right there. I don't know, is that too weird? Let's see how it looks. So then that would be placed on this block right here. Yeah, I don't think that's bad. It could definitely be better, but I'm not trying to go for good. I'm just trying to go for working. Okay, so all of the stone brick I need is placed in. We have a bunch of crops here. I could probably get the tomatoes real quick too, yeah. And then change those tomatoes into seeds. We have 11 more seeds then that I can plant on this farm. So I'm making a good amount of progress. I can also turn the rotten tomato into a seed, so you got one little bonus there. Also, I mean, if food was a problem, I might as well get all this wheat as well. So let me do that right now. And I need another hoe because one of these blocks are missing. And with all of that, I can make 33 bread, which will definitely last me for quite a bit. So I'll just start eating that instead of my apples. And is there any more maintenance I can do? Probably, but I think I want to build my tower over here now. Somewhere over here. And maybe I'll make it somewhere like in this area. I don't know, I feel like I should make it 7 blocks wide for I can have my storm cutter on top of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 maybe even. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That should be big enough to hold a storm cutter on top. It definitely is a very, very large tower though. But I should be able to finish it, I think. And I think this will be a fine height. I don't want to be too crazy high, but then again, having it be too low would also be a mistake. Because I don't want it to be like... I mean, I want it to look like a tower. And I think this will accomplish that. I also need to go ahead and jump down. I guess I didn't get water though, so I'm just going to tank the fall. Okay, that did do a lot of damage though. Let me get water so I can place water at my feet next time. And I can avoid taking the fall damage. Okay, I built like 2 pillars, but that is... Okay, that was very delayed. But it's not enough and I need more wood, so I think I'm going to try to go get some now after I empty out a couple of these things. I also have 55 stone brick now, so I mean, that is definitely a bonus. And it looks like my storm cutter did grow up at some point, which is also a nice bonus. We can go ahead and just put the saddle on then. Ooh, nice. And will they fit on the tower? Let's see. I mean, they'll fit, but it could be bigger, that's for sure. I think it'll work. And they don't have to be up there on the tower. It's just a fun idea I had. So with that being all done, our dragon is finished. Very exciting. What should I do now? I need to get wood still for the tower, right? I think that's basically the most important thing. And there's some wheat right here I could harvest. So I might as well do that. I could probably actually just block up this farm too. We don't really need it anymore. I don't know if I want to farm right here by the ocean. I also could get the sugarcane, because didn't I plant some nearby somewhere? I don't think I ever like went back and got it, so I should probably make sure I do that. Just gotta jump on the rest of these blocks. I did not bring any saplings, so I've gotta make sure I pick some of those up so I can replant these trees when I'm done with them. Is this tree not gonna drop a sapling though? Okay, I mean there's one, but we need another one for the next tree. Okay, that one didn't drop one. This one dropped one, that's enough to replant it. And finally we have 1 sapling of profit. So I can go through here and chop down all my oak trees. It's also tree night once again. Time is definitely flying by on the island here. I've just been doing a bunch of random collecting and placing all kinds of things, but it's all getting me closer to building a cool base. Alright, I think I probably got enough trees from here. I mean, I mined a lot of them up. A couple of them regrew again, which I guess I could grab these 3 actually before I do leave. We have 3 saplings anyway, so I won't be wasting any time waiting for them to decay. And there'll be a good amount of extra wood. I guess we only have a stack too though. I don't know if that's enough to finish the building, so I might actually have to stay here and mine some more. Or I could mine some other trees near my house. I mean, there's still all of the forest left. But it's also an option if I do want to just head back that way. You know, I guess my boots broke at some point as well. I was in F5 and I thought it looked weird when I was shifting. I thought it was just the like mechanics of how I'm moving with this mod, but it turns out I just lost my boots. So we can go ahead and replace those. And then other than that, probably just need to empty out some stuff in my inventory, honestly. It's just getting very full. This is just kind of becoming the honorary wood chest. So I'm just gonna throw all my wood in there. Some stone in the chest above. And as for farming, we definitely have a couple of items, but nothing crazy. Okay, we have exactly a stack of wood on us now. Let me mine a couple more trees around my base. Especially this one, I mean, it's literally floating, so I'll be doing a service by getting rid of this one. Then I will go back through, like I said, and probably place some more, but just so we can get wood easily, and for we can build a bit easier, I'm going to remove the rest of these trees here slowly, starting with these oak ones, because I currently need oak wood. And yet again, I do need another axe, because mine broke, so let's make that right now. I don't know what number axe this is, but I've definitely used a lot at this point. It's all for a good cause, though. And after this whole line of trees, I'm definitely not done yet, but we have a 2.5 stacks, basically, yeah. Well, that's definitely enough to go finish this outline, I think, so I'm gonna go try to see if I can do that now. Starting with the bottom pillars, connecting all of these sides up, which I guess we probably want to move a block down on this side. Or you know what, we could probably do this for right here. And then this side would be a block below it. I don't know, that seems a little bit odd. Maybe we can change it then. Or maybe it's good if it's different. I don't know. Maybe I change this though, just because I do feel like it looks a bit better. The floor will probably be like stone brick or something. I guess we could do that now. I mean, I barely have any blocks to begin with, so it kind of feels wrong to mine out the floor. It feels like a waste. But I gotta do it at some point, so I mean, why not? I guess we'll actually probably mine it down one more after this though too, so we could just get rid of these blocks for now. Or I guess this can be the first layer, yeah, that works. Alright, so that's 2 sides of the beam down up here. I've actually gotta break 2 of these blocks because I built it too far down, okay. And it's raining again somehow. How does it keep raining so much? Either way, that should be good now, perfect. Also, not just rain, I mean thunderstorming too. Alright, that is going to be it for now. I mean, I don't have the other materials, honestly, to probably finish this off. But we can pull these pillars up by 1. We can probably even make them go out of block right now, too. That's going to make it look really nice. But we need more cobblestone before we do this, because I was going to make all the walls like stone brick. Probably just plain stone brick. I know it doesn't look good, but again, I'm just trying to build like stuff I can actually use. I'm not trying to build stuff that looks good this video. That's not the point. And I think this is functional, so we can bring the storm cutter up here when we're done. But like I said, we need a lot of cobble. Let's go see if any of my cobblestone has melted, actually. I know I had some extra in my chest somewhere too, right? Yeah, 55. We could start 1 extra stack. We don't actually have enough coal to finish melting that stack, though, so I think it's time we go ahead and make another furnace. Then this furnace will be for charcoal, so we can melt up 8 pieces of that. And hopefully we can get some, what is it called? Coal soon, but I just haven't had much luck finding any. I mean, I guess we are on an island, so it's a lot harder to run around and find it like you usually would. Oh, we have those 2 coal blocks. Did I ever turn those into actual coal? I can check before I leave back to my tower. Okay, it does look like I converted it, so I must have used all of it by now. Well, with all of those blocks, I literally just got almost the floor finished. So this is not looking too great. I'm gonna need a lot of stone. Oh my goodness. Maybe I shouldn't have built something like this then, but I don't know. I wanted to. It looks nice. And we still didn't even finish the floor with that 20 extra cobble. Or stone brick, whatever. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I'm just gonna go crazy and go mine so much stone brick. I mean, I don't see another option. Can't see if my tomatoes have grown, though. I want to try making that food like I've been trying. It looks like we're getting a lot closer to being able to. I'll just replant all of these seeds for now because I'm going underground. And I won't be able to craft anything anyway. So those should grow up once again. Another thing I have to look out for is the lava. I would love to get lava while I'm down here so we can get the water. Or not the water, but the obsidian, that's what I mean. So maybe we have to go a little bit more down and be a bit more adventurous. Then I could make the nether portal and get... You know, I don't know how I forgot what I needed, but I needed something from the nether that was important. I just don't remember what it was this second. Oh yeah, blackstone. I wanted to build the roof out of blackstone, I think. It's just a nice color combo. Especially since I don't have a lot of options. I just found 2 potatoes in a pot down here. I mean, I don't see any lava. Lava, coal, a good spot to mine cobblestone. I would honestly take any of those right now. Guess I'm gonna jump all the way down to this cave. I can just swim back up in the water. I think I was down here earlier too. I remember this water stone. There's one single piece of lava, which is not gonna do us, not do us, but do what we need. Is there a monster over here? Or am I hearing stuff behind me? Yeah, I don't think there's a cave here. Ooh, but there is a lava pool this way. Is there anything else or is it just lava? I mean, I can't complain. Lava is some lava, but this kind of looks like there should be diamonds down here. It's so big. So I might take a bit of a peek. Deep slate water stone. Yeah, we found that before. I'm not very interested in that. There's also a green block here. What's that? Deep slate forest stone. What does all that stuff do though? I don't even know. I've never seen that before this video. And I feel like I've caved before in this mod too, so I don't know where it's been hiding this whole time. Alright, so it was pretty boring down there. I did cut back up here. We have our stuff. It's lots of stuff in general, but we have enough obsidian for a portal and an enchantment table. Actually, I had 2 in here. I kind of forgot about that. There we go. And then what did I need from the nether? Can I remember? Oh yeah, blackstone. I remembered and then I forgot again. That's actually kind of crazy. Do we have flint? No, I haven't made a flint yet. A flint and steel. Let me find a vein of gravel, then we can just mine up a couple pieces until we do get one. Should be some in the bottom of the ocean somewhere. See some coal over there too. I could steal that if I need it. I'm just coming for the flint. I'm gonna drown, so I'm just gonna take this single piece of gravel. Then I will mine it until I get it. And it's somehow raining again. This is mine number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we didn't get it in 10 blocks. It's kind of crazy. It's also thunderstorming again for like the 12th time. I'm not sure what's wrong with my world, but either way, 11. We're overdue. That's like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. This will be 30. Oh my gosh. 31. This is actually getting crazy. 34. What is the chance of that? Okay, apparently it's 2.78% chance to fail 34 times in a row if it's a 10% chance. I don't know if that's true, but that sounds pretty low, so I just have to buy a ticket to the lottery or something. Alright, either way, we make these walls a little bit more. I think on the outside it'd be fun to do something different. I'm just gonna get a little bit crazy here. I'm just joking. But what if we do this on both sides? Kind of have them like crossed off. We could have a doorway here and then maybe just like some supplies on these things, like a stone cutter, a flower pot, maybe like a barrel, just like random decorations to change things up over here. I can start by making the barrel. I don't know how to make a barrel, so I guess we're gonna have a composter instead. Good enough. Then I don't know how to make the stone cutter either. I guess we could just look and we could do it. 1 iron and 3 stone. Well, I should have some stone waiting in my furnace. Oh, and we have the charcoal, so let me actually melt more wood. Then again, we need to be using the birch wood for this, oops. And we have 40 stone, but we need more coal to melt the rest. So let me make this real quick. Then let's put the coal from here into the cobble so that can continue melting. You know, I didn't get cobblestone yet either, but I'll do that soon. Then let's place this in somewhere like right here. I think that's fine. I also can go get some clay right now just to check it off the list. There's some right here. I mean, sure, why not? Let's just mine this entire square out because it'll look cool, like a cool pattern anyway. And then let's block these corners. And let me go melt this up into bricks. Do we need a 3rd furnace? I think we do need a 3rd furnace. I don't have quite enough. We'll just place it against this window for now. And then 1 coal there, 52 clay. If we can get some more too, we can continue on placing them. I think I should just place a bunch in both furnaces. But I need to wait for the furnace to finish for that. As for the outside, is there anything else I can change here? I think for now I'm probably okay. I mean, we need a doorway, right? So, oh no, I guess we weren't gonna have a doorway here anymore. Yeah, because we made the farm right there. Maybe not the best idea. Well, let me just build another portal then. I don't know what else to do. And I guess I could make it somewhere right up here on the beach. Yeah, why don't we put it like right here in the sand? Then we can use sand for these blocks too, kind of blend it in. Okay, let's go see. Will we be near Blackstone? Will we be near our structure? I'm not sure. Okay, so first of all, there are some bone blocks, which are definitely going to be helpful if we want to grow some stuff, so I'm going to grab all of these. Also, I did kill a ghast to hit me once, but that's why there's items over there if anybody's curious. And now it should be safe enough for us to at least mine some bone blocks in blackstone without getting instantly shot at. Behind me is just a netherrack, so I assume the best place to go, yeah, would be this way. There's a basalt biome, it seems like, which usually have blackstone. I don't see any yet. Okay, yeah, I do see some actually. So that would be my best bet, I assume. I also don't have gold armor, so if there's piglins, they are going to attack me. But let's just hope that there aren't any. I mean, I don't see any quite yet, but they also spawn a lot more in like the around the bastions and stuff. But I know they spawn in the wild as well. I think it is more rare. And there's magma cubes we should probably go ahead and take care of. And then I will mine up some of this for my roof. I don't know how much we need, but I'll just try to grab a good amount. Let me also put away some stuff into my chest because my inventory is full. I probably should have emptied it more before I came here, but thankfully we have this backpack. So at the end of the day, it does not really matter what I did. Okay, almost 4 stacks. That honestly seems like a good amount, so I'm going to take it and go back to my base. Okay, my game crashed a second ago. I had a feeling that it might, you know, like break and I would have to restore my world, but thankfully that did not happen. I need to fix this mod pack. Maybe I just have to make my own or something, but there's so many mods in here. I just don't even know if I could make my own, you know, it's too complicated for me. But there's definitely a lot of crashes, which kind of stinks. I mean, you guys don't even see them though, unless the world, like, actually, I can't log back into it, I have to reset it, which has happened, I think, twice now, which is 2 times too many. Either way, I'm gonna build the roof right here. I'll probably just do it flat, and then this will stop the overhang, if that makes sense. I don't want to build, like, a weirdly shaped roof. I'll just build, like, you know, traditional, slowly goes up. You know, I guess I could change it after, but I'm just trying to do something simple at the moment. Let me start off by going 3 blocks, and then we could place something else in the middle, just to change it up a bit. Like, we could do polished stairs in the middle, maybe. I also think I'm gonna need more of these blocks, but I mean, the nether's right there, so it won't be that hard to get them if we do. And then, yeah, I'll place these all the way across, and I'll start on the other side and then see where these end up linking up. And then how I should do the roof on this area, I don't actually know yet. I probably need more cobblestone before I decide, though, because I want to build that roof up a bit. I think it would help me a lot with the structure. So let me see if I have cobblestone. Okay, wait, I'm out of cobblestone again, I think. That kind of sucks. Do we have any melted stone or stone bricks? I do not. I have a very little amount. We're gonna need more cobblestone then, but first, let's use these 60 blocks we do have to expand this, which will be like a mini tower, I think. Going up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe? Might be a bit high, but I think that's where we'll look the best. And then, assuming I have enough wood, we can link up all of these corners. We can do the same design right here, to add in some extra depth and everything like that. And all the way over to the 2 other corners now. Okay, that's it for wood on me. I don't know if I have some in my chest, but I'm gonna go look. And I do have a little bit. I could probably take a break and mine some more though, just so we have enough. And then we need more bread. Let me harvest my wheat. We do have wheat in the chest, but I might as well just harvest it again so we have extra. And then replant it all the way up to like this line once again. Oh, you can literally just right-click the tomatoes too. I just learned that. Okay, well, that's good to know. That means I can harvest them way faster than I have been. They don't have to like regrow all the way. If anybody left in the comments, I'm sorry it took me that long to figure it out, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. And then can we actually make the tomato recipe? I probably want to plant some more cabbage though, if that's the case. So if we go ahead and plant down, maybe the rest of this can just be cabbage seeds for now. Or at least a little portion of it, like right here. And then we can make like a couple stacks, or not stacks, but you know, just some of that soup to try. Or whatever it was. I don't even know exactly what the item is. I kind of forget. Either way though, this is going fine. I'm gonna mine some wood. And then maybe even mine some stone. So I'm gonna do a bit of maintenance. Okay, so I should probably go up with my stone brick. I just got some more dirt and wood. So I think I'm gonna be able to finish a good amount of it. And then I can get more cobblestone after this in a minute. Alright, I also just went ahead and went mining real quick, so I'm back up from doing that as well. And then we can place all of these, and I have some more stone brick melting. Nothing crazy, but hopefully I'll be enough to finish all of this up. And then for this room, should we make it like you come in from the roof? And then this is like a... Yeah, I think it'd be cool if this is like a little area with maybe like another farm, or like a tomato farm specifically. That would be pretty nice. I don't know if I'm building too much in this video. You guys gotta let me know in the comments what you want to see. Then with that being done, what do we put under here still? I'm trying to think of more like designs we could do like maybe like some stairs in all the corners or something, like this or something like that. I mean, that looks fine. Maybe just like another decoration wall right here too, if we want to use some of these blocks that we got. And then I could place one of the slabs in the middle, which I guess I should probably just do right now to get it over with. Just make a slab. There you go. I think that looks fine. It's better than nothing. Maybe some like glowberries hanging right there would look nice. And then we need a way to actually get up there, so I don't know, do we do like ladders right here next to the side door maybe? Because this will go up into the roof. Let me try that. 1, 2, 3, perfect. Then we can place in some of these blocks all the way around and on these tops too. And then when you go up here, we will go into the roof slowly, but I think we need to finish more of these roof blocks so we can see where it's even going to be. Let me try to do that. We'll have 2 layers of the stairs right here that I can continue placing in. Okay, well, I broke a couple of them, but and I fell. All right, I'm gonna place them in eventually. I just gotta get back up, and I have to fix this tomato that I trampled. I want it to be planted right there. I also need to collect some tomatoes so we can craft those cabbage tomato soup things in a minute. There we go. We have 13, which is a lot. And then some of these cabbages have grown too, but I'll just wait till there's a lot of them, I think. Then let me also make some normal stairs so we can put those down too. Do I have any normal stairs in my backpack, or did I use all of them? Okay, yeah, I thought I didn't use all of them. Like, I had a lot, so we still have over a stack. Alright, and then I need to make a couple more of these polished stairs for the middle here. I'm definitely gonna need more deep slate eventually too, but I'm making some good progress for now. Also, wait, did I only make 8? I thought I made more than that, but it's okay, I can make more in a second too. This backside is doing some pretty good progress. I almost have this whole wall up to 2 blocks, and then I'm gonna go do the one in front of me and try to get it 2 blocks as well. Not sure how that's gonna go though. I have 16 left, yeah. The next step will be the nether for sure. And, oh no, yeah, I did get cobblestone. I forgot for a second there. But I definitely did get enough for now, cobblestone-wise. I probably just want to make sure that's melting still. Oh, my diamond pickaxe did just break, but I got a lot of blackstone. It's all in my backpack right now. That is why I cannot see it. And I think we should probably... my base should be like right here somewhere. Okay, I think it's actually a different way. Oh, wait, I think the lava blocked it off or something. I don't know. I don't know how I got blocked off, but yeah, here it is. There's 2 gas shooting at me. Like, what the heck? Why are there so many? I should probably try to kill at least this one so our portal doesn't break. Alright, there we go. Okay, and then I placed in all the cobblestone I had on me, which almost finishes that entire thing. I also said cobblestone means stone brick, but, you know, same thing. It comes from cobblestone. So I need to mount a little bit more of that then, which hopefully won't take too long. Oh, wait, I think I put this roof 1 block too low. Yeah, I did. No, I have to break all of it then. Okay, that's gonna take me a second for sure, but it is necessary because I don't want this to be different than the other things. So let me go through and fix all of this. It shouldn't take too crazy long. Why is this fence block randomly missing here? I do not remember breaking this. I don't know how that happened, but we do have some more tomatoes. And we have cabbage. Let's get all of these blocks. And I can finally go ahead. Let me just get all of them. I don't know which ones are grown or not. It's whatever. Okay, let's see. How do we make that one recipe? Look at the tomatoes. No, wait. Look at the cabbage. That's how I originally found it. Yeah, right here. Mixed salad. So we need a bowl, beetroots, tomatoes. Alright. Tomatoes, cabbage. Looks like we can make 17. The cabbage is holding us back. 17 beetroots too, which we do have. Then we need a bowl. Oh wait, we probably can't stack these though, right? So it's gonna like take up so much inventory space, I think. I mean, if that's the case, it would be really bad, but hopefully it isn't. Alright, 20. Let's see. And they stack up to 16, so it's okay. And then, I mean, I guess, hopefully it gives you food too. We can test it on a bit. Let me lose like 4 hunger bars and we'll see how much does it actually give us in the first place. But that was one of the things I wanted to do. We made a custom food on this. I've never done that before. And then I need to make even more of these stairs. How many more is that? 20? Well, we're gonna need more than that too, but whatever. That's fine for now. And then let's close off the roof right here. Oh wait, how is it not even though? Did I build this wrong again? No, I didn't build it wrong. I guess the roof is supposed to be one more in on this side technically for it to be even, but I don't really care. It's okay if it's not perfect. I will keep it just like that. Okay, I'm gonna place these blocks in here, and then there's some stairs. So basically we can have a path that leads up here and it'll look really cool. I can show it off a little more closely in a second, but for now we need to finish this. Oh wait, these could actually go sideways now. We're actually at the height. Then I need to sleep in a second too. But this is all getting a lot closer to being done. And then the very top, we're going to have some slabs going across, I think. So from the bottom, it'll look like this. We can get into the tower, which will look really, really cool. And then you could go through and fill these blocks in with something. Maybe just like wood right here, I don't know. And I fell. Okay, so I'm placing some blocks in the roof here so I can have a functioning roof. And I think it also looks nice. I just need more wood. I don't know if I have wood in my chest, but I can definitely check. Also, wait, have I been eating a bunch of bread and didn't realize? I wanted to try my soup. Or mixed salad, sorry. Well, I should wait a second if I can. Just let my hunger go down. I guess I ate 5 bread. How did I not remember that? And we have a little bit of wood, but definitely getting more would be worth it, I assume. I mean, we have a stack. I'm getting more at some point. And then this, yes. Actually, we need to get some more cobblestone melting then. So we can finish that in this video. Let me melt this and then get some out of here. I do have extra cobblestone from mining earlier. And then that should be good. Oh yeah, I have bricks as well. I kind of forgot I was making those. Let me make a single flower pot for now and go place that in. I think it was right here, right? Yeah, somewhere like right here. I think that looks good. And then I can go ahead and place in a door on this block. Let me get a little stair though. Add some extra depth in. Here we go. We got some planks for the stair. And then we need the actual door. And I do not have an extra door, so we need to craft a new one. That's fine by me. And then I'll put all this stuff back in here as extras. My inventory is very full. We're gonna need those saplings though if I'm going to mine. I'll only keep one door so we don't have wasted inventory space. And that should be good enough for now. For anyone curious, this is also what the door looks like. I'm just gonna do something simple like that. And I do think this looks nice. We have to add in a couple more details. Maybe some things holding up the roof here. Definitely looks fine. I'm gonna have the pillars going up on these sides too. So we need this wood tools to help decorate this house. But wow, I mean, I've spent a lot of time on this house. This is basically a dragon building a house video. But I don't know, is that a bad thing? I don't think so. Let me ride my dragon over to chop the trees though, so we used the storm cutter a little bit more. I haven't used him like barely any of this video. And then we can land right here. And that also saves me some time flying. I have almost 2 stacks. Let me head back on Stormcutter here and fly over here again. We gotta come get more trees when we need them. Also, yeah, I like this house. It looks pretty nice. Then wait, what I need to do next? Like the most important thing, place in the stone brick. And then yeah, I was gonna do my roof. That's what it was. Let me sit down my Stormcutter here so they don't fly away, and then jump up on this thing. So 1 block here. I guess this one's already done because of that though. Then we need a couple on this side. And I guess we could probably outline it like this as well to try to help with just some more decoration. Let's go do the same thing over here like that. Oh yeah, and then we need to extend this staircase though on this side. Yeah, how do we go about doing that? It shouldn't be too hard because I just kind of steal it from above, right? This one needs to be replaced. Then we slowly slope it down until we hit these blocks. One of those, one of these, just like that. And that should be good. Place those in. And then both sides of the roof are done except for the top where we need slabs still. But I haven't just done that yet, I don't know why. Let me break these two because they're just a floating staircase. We replace this with a stone brick stair. Let's go do that and just get over with. And I keep my mixed salad. Does it give us health? Ooh, it gives us at least 2.5 hunger. That's good to carry around if we're in a pickle, you know? 5 seconds of regeneration, that's like what? Maybe like 2 hearts? Maybe 1.5? I don't know. Either way, here are the stairs that I need. 1 here, and then we need to get our backpack out, get some blackstone, and then make the polished slabs. Yes, that's what it is. And then let's pillar up on our roof and place all of those in. Okay, it should all be finished now. Unless I missed something, which is definitely possible. I mean, I have to do the side, but just I'm talking about the roof. That's what's done. Oh yeah, look how uneven it is. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Just don't look at it from that angle. I'm trying to build this up, so I use like 1 stack, and oh my gosh, I literally barely did anything. This is gonna take forever. Let me start with a doorway too, right here. That'd be a good spot for a door. Then we can get in and out. We can actually finish that right now too. That is what it's looking like. Not too bad at all. I guess I'm just gonna wait and let some of my stone melt for a bit. Well, I mean, I have 36 again, but let me see, how much coal do I have in like total? Not that much, honestly. Let's do another stack of charcoal. So I'm running out already. Ooh, wait, no, we've got a stack of charcoal in here. Nice. All right, let's do that in that furnace then. And then more cobblestone from here. And I do probably need to mine more cobblestone. So while this melts, I'm going to mine cobblestone somewhere under my base. Let me also bring some torches so I can light it up when I do mine it. And honestly, why don't we just make the ladder go down right here a bit, and then we can just mine like literally right down here, and then we can just come straight up, and then the furnaces will definitely be loaded in while we do that if I do it here. So I think for multiple reasons, that is exactly what I will do. And I can try to be fancy and place in wood on the back of these ladders to keep everything a little bit more consistent. Okay, and after waiting for a little bit of time, thankfully I do have a decent amount of stone brick. Nothing crazy, but at least enough to go build some of this without running out instantly. So let's see how much I can actually get done. And I think I have, yeah, 13 blocks left already, so I used up a lot quick, and I mean, we're like, basically almost done. I got some really good progress, I would say, but we need to wait once again. And did we finish the roof of this? Kind of, but we need to make the staircase still, so let me do that. And by staircase, I do mean ladder, sorry. There we go, that is finished. Then we can fly cloud jumper straight back down here. And let's actually test cloud jumper's ability right here too. Okay, cloud jumper just shoots off fire. And I turned my shaders off, oops. Okay, there we go, they're back on. I mean, not too useful for us, but it's good to know that if we do need to shoot fire, then, no, we can. I don't think we'll put that to use. Also, this dragon is still here. Do we try to fight it? I don't know, I've never fought a dragon before. Are we doing any damage? I don't think so. Can we lure the dragon away? No, I cannot. Well, let's just fly all the way over here then. I don't want Stormcutter to get mad and go fight that dragon by themselves or something like that. I will do something like this. Let's actually land Stormcutter over here for extra safety and set Stormcutter down. Alright, the other dragon isn't even in the render distance anymore. And while I wait on more stuff to melt, wait, what was that recipe? Diagonal? What is that? Diagonal planks? Interesting. Either way, I'm just gonna cut down some more trees because why not? Wood is always a useful thing to have. Well, I'm actually done mining some stuff, but my furnaces are all empty now. Did I never put more blocks in them? I don't know. I guess I needed to do that and I forgot, but that's okay. Because I can now do it since I'm back. And we have a little bit more charcoal. Let's just leave some in here for later. And we can refill this one. Everything else looks okay for now, but definitely get even more would be useful if we ever go to a cave or something. I can keep in mind on that. Then we have, yeah, do we literally only have 10 stone then right now? We do, okay. Well, I guess we got more wood for when we need it. Also, this thing's looking ugly, oh my goodness. What do we do to fix this? Probably add in some windows. We can add in one right here, and then let's go up. Let's say we have a 5 wide floor right here. Then we have a staircase, or a ladder, leading all the way up. Could probably put on a block in the middle here to be a bit more fancy. And then you would go up to this layer, put the ladder all the way down. And then where would the next window and floor be? Let's see. Oh, we have a stack of stone in our inventory too, nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, this one could be 6. Oh wait, never mind. There's more that we're gonna build. It's 5 blocks, let me just recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this floor can be 5 as well. Then I guess we can mine out something here, another window. That definitely wouldn't hurt. And if we bring the ladder up to the next layer, what does that kind of end us off at? How many blocks do we have until the ceiling would be the question. Is it enough to have a whole nother floor? So the ceiling will basically start here. Then that'd be what? 4 blocks? Okay, not bad. Let me jump down, eat some food. Then we could probably have another final window up there if we wanted to. But this should help with the look a tiny bit. We can place some glass panes in and stuff. Let's do some stairs right now, just add in some depth again. It was definitely looking pretty bad from the outside. Just 3 here and 3 on the top. Okay, this looks pretty normal to me. I like this look so far. I built a little window up here with some stairs, so it's like a 1 block window that's not like even, which I think looks pretty cool. Then I could probably make some stairs and oak wood trapdoors to kind of line the sides of these. Just to, once again, try to add in some depth and make this as interesting as possible. So that would look something like this. Then I'd have to stack all the way up with these and then close them on my way back down. And we can also place the other stair while we're up here though. We can take advantage of it. Can I place one here? Yes, we can. We just need to shift. Alright, I can do that in a second. before I do that, let me place trapdoors throughout the middle as far as I can reach. And then we can jump down here once I break this one with my fist, which will take a little bit. Trapdoors take so long to break for some reason. I don't know why. And then I should be able to do that exact same thing on the other side here, and they will be finished. Alright, all the top blocks are gone. All of these are placed. Let's see how it looks. I forgot one trapdoor there, but I mean, I think it adds something. It's not perfect, right? But like, this is as good as I'm going to get it, I feel like. Also, we could have a trapdoor window or something cool too to switch it up. I think having glass would be a nice break because we were using a bunch of trapdoors already. So that is what I'll do. Also, in between new layers, I think it would be cool to use some stone to divide this up. I don't really want to bother with any gradients or anything super fancy, but I think we could at least use some stone blocks. So let me go in here and try that. Basically just doing something like this. So like, where is the layer separation? I think right here. So we break all of these blocks, place in normal stone, and then that would look something like this. I feel like it adds at least a little something. It kind of divides up the layers. That's what I was going for, so I think it's worth it to keep it. And then the last thing I would need really is just some, well, stone brick obviously, but then also glass panes, which I'm pretty sure we have glass panes in here somewhere. I didn't use all of mine. Maybe in my backpack. Yes, okay, 25 in my backpack, nice. Which should be enough for now. And we have a lot more stone ready. So I can go ahead and go see how far will this get me in my build. Probably not too far. We might be able to finish it though. Alright, and here we go. This is what it looks like with the glass panes. I should probably install continuity though. Do I have continuity already? I do not. Well, I should probably get that. But this is what the window looks like. I put some like trapdoors up there too. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I think it might look better with like stone brick walls, so I might try to swap it out to that if we do have enough. Which it looks like we should. Can I fill these up with cobblestone again too? Alright, there we go. I can. We're kind of running to the end of our cobblestone for now. Or stone brick, sorry. I don't know if it'll be enough to finish everything I want to finish at the moment, but we can definitely get more, so I'm not too worried about it. I think we also need a couple more walls than that to finish this whole thing. 24 doesn't sound like enough either, but it's enough to get started at least, so let's go try. And I have 48 more blocks, but I think I finished the rest of this. Okay, wait, no, not quite. There's a couple more blocks I gotta place in, which I will do. Starting from the top layer right here. And that is what it looks like from down here. I think it looks fine. It's basically just a place to land my storm cutter like I was saying before. Like, none of this is supposed to look good. I'm not really trying to build something that looks nice. I'm more so just trying to like place some blocks down and have fun with it. But let me know if you guys like the building. I could like try super hard to make something that looks really, really sick and take my time with it. And just, I don't know, maybe like a 250 days in one of these worlds if it has enough interest. Leave a comment, leave a like. If you're watching on Spotify, please leave a 5-star review. It helps a lot. Alright, there we go. We got that side of the farm planted again. We could probably just start planting all this as wheat as well. Let me gather all these tomatoes up too. So we can just take away the tomatoes. Or even use that one spot over there that I was talking about for the tomatoes instead. Which I think would be a great idea. So let me fill all these spots with wheat. And eventually we can remove the tomatoes. Is this cabbage? It is cabbage. There's also a spot here that's like bugged out because we need to tilt it again. I guess it's not a bug though. And there we go, it's fixed. We just need one more seed to plant it back there. There we go. Like I said, wait to go, or there we go, way too many times there, so I'll come up with something else to say next time. We can make some wheat, so that is accomplished to now. And then I want to go get my storm cutter, like I said, to land on top of there and test it out. I think I also probably need to make these sides a little bit more special, so I'm gonna go ahead and maybe like do some decorations and stack up here and place some stairs on this. I don't know, I'm gonna try to do something. Okay, I think I want to add just glass panes here now, but that's the design I want to go with. I'm pretty sure I like it. Then we can have one on this side of the wall, and then the other two sides of the wall don't really work with one, so we're just gonna have to leave those out, which is fine by me. Alright, we need some more stone brick pillars though, so I'm gonna go ahead and craft those. Alright, and then just the glass panes, which I should have down here in my chest. I'm also gonna go ahead and place in some more oak planks around this area. Okay, I actually have some glass laying around, so I can take this straight up here. And let's place it in these windows, and let me go see how it looks from the outside. Alright, I think it does look pretty good. It could of course look better, but does it look good enough? I think so. And then for this side, which we can't really do anything with or as much with because of the ladder, we can probably just do something super simple like this. So slowly indents a bit. We'll do that on the other side as well. So something like that. And then, oh, well, yeah, we can't break those blocks. I don't know what I'm doing. I guess that's just it. We can probably place some walls along these two things. Just to add in some depth in the wall since we don't have much to begin with. Let me place back my ladders too because I messed that up. And then let's make the walls. There we go. 24 is definitely enough for these. And I think I actually need more up on top of this tower still, so we can go use the rest of these stone break in the walls we currently have to do that. Oh wait, I made stone tiles by accident. I didn't mean to do that. But maybe this will look good if we put them on like the bottom block of these. I mean, sure, why not? We can do that. I can make some stairs if I want to go the extra mile, but I don't know if I do. Then I'll probably just place trapdoors along these 4 blocks. I think that'll be nice. I could do slabs, but I don't know. The slabs don't really match as well, so I think something like that will work a lot better. I just fell, but I'm good. Maybe I can eat one of my mixed salads, and it'll give me some regeneration. And it'll refill my saturation, so we probably get the full health from that, I would assume. And then what do we do next? The base is looking nice. The tower's looking good. We could probably place in walls on top of this one too to kind of like mirror the design. And then honestly, I don't know what we do after that. Like, we don't have much to explore because we can't fly on our dragons. Or drag in, I guess. I want to stay on the island, so I guess we can build more stuff, honestly. That's about it. Which I guess is fine by me. But what should I build is the question. I could probably start by chopping down a couple of these trees right here to get a little bit more room. And there's a bunch of floating leaves still. I guess I didn't notice those. Oh, hey, my inventory is super full, so I'll empty out some of these blocks into my chest so I can pick stuff up again. Okay, I mean, this is a little bit better, but I still honestly don't know what I should make here or what new stuff I should add. I'll keep thinking about it while I'm mining these trees, but I mean, I guess it would just gain more resources, which is not a bad thing. I could probably also lower this down by 1 block so the beach is a little bit more even and we can see over it. Maybe we can build something over here, I don't know. We could definitely have like a new farm and stuff like that, but for what food? We don't really need many crops. I mean, it's good to have though for sure, so that's why I'm down to do it. I'll just have to pick where. Probably somewhere around here on this right side of the house would be nice. Maybe we can do something on the other island too, but it's basically just a tree growing area, which I'm fine with. My shovel's also going to break, but I think I'm going to make an iron one again because we have like 1 diamond and that does not feel worth it to use or last diamond. Alright, I just finished mining out this entire area and I think it looks a lot better now. I went through a couple more shovels and it took a little bit of time. And like I said, I don't know what I'm going to put up here. I still don't know what I'm going to put up here. But one thing I do know is that I can probably close off these roofs now by making a little bit more of a fancy design. I know it's uneven, but it's okay. We're just going to go with it. And that would be something like this. Yeah, it definitely doesn't look that good, but at this point, I'm just accepting that all these builds suck. And then I can do the same thing on the other side. We'll just use full glass this time because I'm out of the other one. And I will once again mine a couple of trees since I'm done with the big sand area. Just probably along this coast again, because like I said, I wanted to maybe put a farm here, so I'm going to see if that's possible. I'll probably have to do some terraforming too as well. My wheat has also grown, so I think I will try to get some of that again. I mean, I don't think I need wheat necessarily, but again, like, if I can make some decorations... Oh yeah, the cabbage, wait. Let me grab my cabbage seeds and plant a bunch of it down right here, and then we can start making those cabbage blocks, because the green will look really good around the base. So I'll probably swap this from an entire wheat field to an entire cabbage field. And then once again, I will collect all of my tomatoes. I think we can also make tomato crates, so it'd also be nice to try that. Again, those are all the cabbages I can plant. It's not bad, but at the same time, I feel like it's a pretty good amount. I'll also go ahead and make some more wheat so we can continue eating that. There we go, 26 bread. And then as for building, let me decide. I was thinking we could probably start with revamping this area right here and kind of finalizing it a little bit more. I'm not sure how I'll do that exactly, but I mean, do they have like any special wood types in this too? I know there were special blocks earlier. I guess I should probably be checking before I randomly craft stuff. Okay, it doesn't look like they do. I think for the bottom of these 4 posts, I could probably put on some barrels just to change it up on this area. I'm not going to do for the rest of the base, but I think adding the little detail will help. And then honestly, I need to redo the side of this house. This actually looks so bad. Well, I think I could probably honestly mine it for some diamonds and stuff and get some armor. I'm in a cave doing that now. I just found the little whatever it was, but there wasn't anything there, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep searching. Maybe I will find something more. So far, no, I didn't really see any diamonds yet. but I'm already pretty deep in the cave. I should also go ahead and go backtrack probably and get some torches, because I probably want to be able to put them down and hold them to be able to see. I mean, I have this lantern right now, but it's not enough probably. I've got 13 diamonds so far, and I found another one of these areas with these items. That doesn't sound too helpful. Here's a zombie running at me too, so I gotta get these guys. At least I finally found an artifact, one of these campsites or whatever they're being called. We're gonna go from 13 to 15 diamonds. Okay, not bad. I'm gonna try getting it for full armor down here. There's also another artifact camp right here with 4 diamonds, but as for the other items, there's actually none in here, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna steal these pants to get back to full durability, then continue searching. And I'm back up from the cave, so just go make some more bread. And then we can make diamond armor now to make sure we are a little bit more protected. Just need the chest plate. Is there anything else I can go ahead and craft? I don't believe so. We can make an enchantment table, actually. Just enchant our armor at, like, even if it's level 1. I mean, level 1's better than nothing. I just need some sugarcane to finish that off. Do we have sugarcane here? Yes, I do. We will need 3 slices of paper. Let me go ahead and just craft this and place it down. Yeah, but we do have lapis too, right? We need to get more lapis. We only have 5. Let me see. Can we expand this down and maybe go into a cave or something? Or I could just go back to the other cave I was just in. Oh, there's actually lapis right here though too. Nice. I guess we're actually don't even need to do anything then. Okay, then let's go ahead and place down. Well, I already placed it down, but let's go ahead and put our armor in and enchant. Just that protection, or I mean, unbreaking's probably better so we don't like lose it. So that is what I will do if it's there. Oh, protection too. Nice. And then we can get something on the pickaxe. Unbreaking 1, efficiency 1, that's pretty good. I'm down to 16 levels. So I guess I now have plenty of time to make an extra farm over here. So where should we put one if we are going to? I guess I could just make it go across this whole like little area here. I could probably just make this dirt 2 blocks tall. I think that would add in some extra like depth and stuff to the build. So like, why not? Let's do that. It'll make it look a little bit more fancy. I can just bring this wall all the way across and mine this out as I go. I don't know where I'm gonna end it though, so let me decide on that as well. Then maybe I could do some cobblestone to kind of outline where it's gonna go or something. I would need more cobblestone though. Do I only have 2 blocks? Well, I guess I can mine some from right here. Or wait, actually I do have my backpack, which I have no cobblestone in. I guess I do have to mine it then. Okay, I outlined a little bit of a space where I could put a new farm right here, an extra farm. So I think I'm gonna do that. I just need to change this side up a bit, so it's also 2 blocks high. I'll just use the dirt, and I'll probably end it off somewhere like right here. I think that's pretty similar to the other side that I did. I also need to place in my water though, so let me go ahead and start trying to do that. Placing all the water blocks I needed. It looks a little bit worse on this side, but either way, it still is done. So I gotta get some slabs to place over that. I'll go through and do that now, just so I don't forget it too. And then I think we can plant probably just some wheat at this farm for now. Then maybe another crop, but I have my tomatoes over here, which we should probably also harvest just in case I want to use them again. Same thing for the cabbage. Okay, I replanted all the cabbage across the entire farm, so I can put this away and grab my seeds and head over to the new place right next to my house here. And then I could decorate a little bit more with some leaves and stuff. I don't know if I actually have leaves though, I'll have to check. So I just planted all this wheat down. Let me see if I have those leaves. If not, we can just get some from the trees around here. Or my tree island over there. Let me make some shears, because I don't think I do have any. Yeah, I do not. I will empty my inventory out. Then I can chop down these trees over here and gather up some leaves while I do that. I actually forgot to get saplings though, so we should make sure we get some of those first. So I can replant these trees in their spots. Now that I do have those leaves, I can go ahead and place these around my build. I could also add in like some mossy cobble and stuff like that. But I think the only way to craft mossy cobble is probably going to be with vines. But it looks like you can actually use moss, so there's a chance we could get some and mix it in here. For now though, I'm just going to use the leaves and add some around the front of this, which will hopefully make it look a little bit more interesting. So I think something like that is a good improvement for now. I also saw on the bridge on the way back and that I never really finished the rails, so I could probably try to do that finally. I just would need some slabs, since I was thinking it would be nice to make it a stair and then Upper block, it'd be basically just be like a row of these slabs here. I think that would give a lot of room underneath and make it look nice. So I'll try it on one of these sides. We just gotta bring this all the way to the other end. I'll finish the right side or left side of this bridge, whichever way you're looking at it from. Then I can finish the other side right now as well. I just need a couple more slabs. And then we can look at this design from the side, which I didn't actually do yet. I kind of forgot to do that. But it's gonna look fine enough to keep. I could also add some fence underneath this if I wanted to. Like, that could make it look even better. I'll just have to see what it looks like it needs, if anything at all. Okay, I think that looks pretty nice, but definitely I'm gonna try some fence. It just looks a little bit plain, I don't know. It doesn't have to look perfect, but let's try. We have 48. I'm gonna place this all along this side for as far as I can, and then see if it does make it look better or worse. Okay, that's what it looks like with the fence. I think it does look a bit better. I wish we had different colored fence or colored wood to be able to put here, but I only have birch and oak, whatever it's called. And I don't think birch wood would look very good, but I guess I could try it. Why not? I never build with birch. We could try that on the other side just to see. Again, that's what the birch looks like, which I don't know if it's the time of day, but I think it actually does look a little bit better. But it's just such a random color. Should I just make it like, I could do something like wood or something like that too, but I just feel like that's too different. Also, how do I get dark oak logs or planks? I don't now remember mining dark oak, like at all actually. Well, for the sake of changing it up, let's go ahead and make more birch fence. I guess that'll be good enough. I will have to break the entirety of that one side basically. Is it worth it? I think it will be. But if I am going to break 48 oak fence, I think now is a better time than any to go ahead and go make a diamond pickaxe. Or I mean a diamond axe and enchant it. So I put all the fence on this bridge. I think it looks pretty nice. I was just mining trees for, I guess it's been an entire day already because it's turning nighttime again. So I'm going to go put this in the chest and decide what I'm going to do from there. Okay, it is raining, but I decided to start building another structure over here. I think I'm just going to make a tower. I need more stuff to do and build over here, so I think a tower is a fun idea, which I've started building already. I'm going to make a 3x3 door in the front as well. And then as for the wall blocks, I don't know what I'll use. Either probably stone brick walls. I would use something like wool, but I also don't have wool in the first place. So I don't know. I can probably continue my path all the way up this way. I might continue waiting a little bit just so I know how to connect stuff better. And then for my tower thing right here, I have the walls. And what else was I going to use? There's another block. Oh yeah, I was thinking of wool, but not of wool. So I guess I wasn't thinking of anything then. I don't know. Birch is kind of like wool. I mean, it's lighter, but again, I don't think that's quite what I'm looking for. There's some wool on the ship, but nowhere near enough to build something out of. I guess I could get that one too, though. That's wool. I just wish I had sheep. Maybe we should steal some. How big is this cell? Can we even fit like a meaningful amount? We would have to shrink the inside to like a 3x3. But again, it could be worth it if it makes it look way better. Let's try it. We could probably start with this smaller ship since it's also safer and we can like guarantee get every single block in there. There's a big dragon waiting nearby it, so we'll have to be a little bit careful about that. Hopefully it doesn't try to kill me. Okay, the dragon isn't attacking me yet from up there. I can also steal these couple of hay bales to continue eating those. Is this a moss block? Oh, it is a single moss block. I could actually build with that and get moss a lot easier too. Probably enough for the mossy cobblestone I wanted to use in the first place because I did not need a lot of it. And let me just put away like a little bit of my wood and stone for I have room to even pick up this wool. That should be good enough. And from that entire sale, I ended up getting a stack and a half, basically just about that much. I guess I missed like 2 blocks. But let me go ahead and go place this in, starting at the tower over here, and I'll make it a little bit taller and see how tall should I make it in total as well. And then we can connect up a path and make some more farms probably and stuff like that too. Okay, so I placed on one side to see. That's what it would look like, I guess. And then we could place in like some stairs and stuff. Maybe some fence or something. I mean, yeah, that could look cool, but I think slabs and some trapdoors would probably look better than that. Is it also big enough for a tower? Like a windmill type of thing almost too. But it's just a tower. I'm not going to build a windmill. I think that does look like a good shape. And I feel like it does leave us with enough room for this other stuff down here. So let me place in some of these around the doorway so we can start placing the wall as well. It'll be a little bit more fancy like this. And then we once again need the actual frame built, which will end up looking like that. And then the rest of these blocks, we can almost go ahead and start placing in all the rest of the wool and stuff. Like this side's ready for it. I also ran out of oak logs. I'm gonna see if I have more in my chest or if we do need to go chop down more trees. I don't know which one it'll be. I feel like I have some extra, but again, I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I have 2.5 stacks, but I think I might as well get some more, so that is what I'll go do now too. Just so we have more than enough extra to even keep building stuff after this is done. Okay, and then what about if I do something like this on these sides? I mean, I just think it's kind of repetitive. I don't know. There's so many blocks on this island and stuff, so I'm trying to make the best out of what I have, but it's not going too well, I would say. If we mine down, how does that look? That looks terrible. Oh my goodness. I think we should just leave this base as it is. There's no saving this tower. I mean, at least I tried, right? Let's just make a pathway back to the base now. And we could maybe put some plants around it too. Maybe we should just surround it in trees so you can barely see it. That does sound like a good idea. A couple here, and then we need more dirt to put in the actual sand. Maybe some coarse dirt as well. I don't know if we have a lot of gravel though. We might need to get some. My wheat farm is also fully grown, so let me harvest this entire thing so we have plenty of wheat when we need it for food and stuff as well. And decorations. If I can harvest the cabbage again too for those cabbage blocks, let me do that. I don't know if I can. I could probably make a place to keep my dragons, like a little hangar or whatever, like a barn type of thing, and then we could have the cabbage outside of that, which would probably make the most sense. Is all of this grown? I think it is. Let's harvest all the cabbage first, then I will go do the wheat. Okay, and since I finished up a couple of those things, let me go ahead and get all of my wheat now. And can you make like a, let me see, a cabbage, what was it called? A cabbage crate. Can you make a wheat crate? A hay crate. What? Oh, okay, let's see. Onion, potato, tomato. So we can make tomato, beetroot, and cabbage, but no wheat, which I think is fine. I should probably start harvesting my beetroots over there too, if we might even use them as well. So I'm gonna put away some of these seeds and all of the wheat. I'm gonna harvest my tomatoes. I'm gonna finish replanting the wheat, and then let me go get the beetroots as well, and maybe even make a bigger farm for them somewhere nearby. If I do want to plant those beetroots down, let me grab the materials I would need, and we can find a spot. So probably some sticks so I can make a hoe. That'd be one of the things. I also just want some wood in general to make slabs and stuff with. So let me grab 29 oak logs, should be more than enough. Alright, I expanded the farm all the way to the side. I just made like some cobblestone outlines next to this beach. I think this would be big enough for some beetroots. So I'm going to go ahead and go through with my hoe and tilt all of the farmland so that my water can reach the entire thing. Which would be, the starting water would go just about right here, I think. I just changed up this beach a bit to add in some stone and the actual sand, so I think it blends a little bit better now. I also placed all the slabs in water, so I'm going to go ahead and place in all of my beetroots. Which, I don't know, I don't think I have enough for the whole farm, but we have a lot, so that will help me get the beetroot barrels if I want to end up getting those. Or beetroot crates, whatever it is. And those are all of my beetroots. I'll check one more time, but I'm pretty sure I replanted all of them. There's also some over there that I replanted a little bit ago as well. And as for this tower, I should probably get saplings again and continue planting. I forgot to get the dirt. Yeah, let me go get those things. I guess I forgot about it. And then before I plant down the trees, I'm going to see if I have gravel so I can mix in some coarse dirt as well. Not sure if I have any, but we can go to the ocean and get some though. If I don't, I've made some doors. I'm going to go jump in the ocean somewhere and find a patch of gravel. I'm not sure where the best place is going to be, but I will swim until I find one that has a lot, so I can just get like more than enough for all the gravel that I'll need. And then I'm going to make some dirt patches with the coarse dirt, just like this one, I think, around this sand, just to change it up a bit for just like a full sand area. And hopefully this makes it look better. I'm going to see. Let me build a couple to start. I planted down a bunch of trees around here. I made a couple more of those patches. I'm going to wait for them to grow in and see if this looks good or if I think I need to add some more. I'm not sure yet. And while I wait for that, I'll empty out some of this sand in my inventory because I have a lot. I just got a bit more dirt and my cabbage is grown again, so I'm going to harvest all of this once more. So the forest is starting to grow in, and I definitely think it makes it look a lot better. I'm also going to make the little dragon thing I was talking about, like the, I'm forgetting what it's called now. Oh yeah, the hanger, like the pen type of thing that we can just kind of put our dragon in. And as for a spot to do that at, I don't actually know. I could fill in this ravine and do it above here. That would be a pretty good space. I'm just going to need a lot of dirt to fill this in. So I'll probably have to mine some more in a second, which is fine with me. If it means I can make something look better. And I'm already out of dirt. And I don't have any in my chests actually, so... Oh no, I guess I have 2 stacks. I'll use the 2 stacks first, then get more. So I filled in that ravine for now. I'm also going to break some of these sides, so I can make it a little bit longer and wider without being on top of a mountain. So for that, I think this will be small enough. Then we can mine some out to just make it look better. I guess something like that. And then for this side, I probably want to mine this out. And then we can indent it starting right here. And then slowly bring it outward again. So that would end up looking like this, which I again think looks fine. But then I'm going to fill in more of this ravine with the dirt I got from mining that part out. And then for the outline, let's do... I want to be pretty big. It'll be bigger at the front as well. But how deep? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think 8 blocks wide then, because it fits here. And then let's bring it all the way to somewhere like this side probably for now. Just make sure it's uneven if I want to in a bit. And then the opening should be... I think this height will be more than enough to fit Stormcutter. And then we can slowly taper it off and make it go smaller and smaller. So something like that, which I think looks good. I could make it taper off a little bit quicker though, but I want more than enough room for the dragon and maybe other dragons if we end up getting more. So I think I'll leave it like that. And then the outlines are done. I'm going to bring this all the way to the back so I can start building the roof and everything like that, or whatever the walls will be. I'll probably make it pretty open because it just makes sense. But we're going to need a little bit of wood still, starting with these blocks. So we'll continue placing these in. In the back wall, we can probably just make fence. I think that would look nice. So you can see through it, but it also kind of like blocks and protects the dragon inside. I've got 4 more blocks I need to place right here. Then we can do the other sides with some wood. The front's going to be open though, because that's where we bring the dragon in from. Then how's that looking? I think this looks good. Gotta break this dirt, of course, too. And we should probably actually bring this down more. You know, the more I look at it, the more wrong it looks to only have it go down like 1 block. So we should probably do at least 3 blocks per thing, which would bring us down to this layer. And does that look much better? Yeah, I mean, it's definitely better. I think I could do that instead, if not a little bit more, but I want it to be open, so I think that's a good way to start it. I just have to break this top row of the wood, so let me get up there and do that. Okay, so I guess it's like that then. What if we do 2 blocks instead? How would that look? 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, this game pretty short, and then it would be like that. It does match better though, like with the actual block placements. So maybe I'll do that in both sides instead, I don't know. Just for the sake of it looking better, it's worth it. But then of course the front, we'll need to bridge over and add something right here as well. So let me do that. Just a big long pillar, block it all in. Okay, so that should be the frame completely done except for whatever block we're going to end up using here. Which could like even be like leaves or something. So we could add like some green into the build and then light will get through. Which would be good, obviously, because I want to have to spam a bunch of torches in this area. Then I kind of want to add in some dirt on the back edge of this. So I'm going to try to add an area right now where that will be the case. We'll need to go grab the coarse dirt to also place it against this grass right here. And then let's add in a patch right here as well, where we will have some dirt and coarse dirt. So after placing all of that, we end up with something like... This is what it ends up looking like, and that is just about what I was imagining, so I like this. I'll probably add in a little bit more coarse dirt sprinkled around in some areas, just like this, for example. Maybe a little bit more of a patch right here so we can add some dirt in the middle. But these will actually spread though, yeah. It's so hard to add in dirt because of how easily grass can spread. So I mean, I have like 1 single piece in the middle there. That's really all I can do. Either way, I think overall it makes it look better in here, so I like that. As for the entrance, I don't know, what should we have it be? Maybe we can have some walls right here to start off, added some gray and some other kind of block, and then, you know, it's kind of holding up as well, so it makes sense. You can have that on both sides. Could also remove it if I come up with something better, but for now, I think that's a good idea. I need a couple more walls though, which I actually can craft right now, since I do have stone brick on me. And for the back window, I think it was going to be a good idea to try the fence posts. So I'm going to craft some of those and place these in. I should also have some in my chest, so let me go look in there after I use the rest of these. I could just recycle those and save on some wood. Alright, I do have over a stack, so I also have 6 trapdoors and I have a design idea that I could use this for. So I'll also bring them. And then let me try a random part of the back right here. Like, what are your trapdoors in some of these blocks or the whole thing? I don't know, I think that would look good. We could probably have them like every other block or 2 blocks though. Or just randomly to add in something different over here. And then let's add in a little bit of something on this part, maybe like a wooden table of some kind. Or like a blackstone table maybe, yeah. Blackstone's in our backpack though, yes. So let me make some of those blocks. Polished blackstone would probably look better, so let's try it. And then that makes blackstone bricks, and blackstone bricks make blackstone tiles, which is actually something in this mod pack specifically. Let me try to use that then, just because why not? We need the actual blocks too, so we can make a couple of slabs. And then those would go on top. Then yeah, I guess this would be our bench. And we can put some tools on here and stuff like that. We make a set of stairs. I think it would look better if we have some stairs here. Yeah, okay, that looks like a good bench to me. And then for the bottom, I guess probably just want to actually fill it in with the dirt again. I mean, I don't know what else I would use. And then as for what we're going to put on top of it, I don't know yet. We can definitely get some blocks soon. Let me make the rest of these trapdoors so I can just finish my idea I had. And let's do it randomly. Yeah, I think that will look better. So we'll place one here. We can place a set of 3 right here in the back. And then is that enough? I think so. We could have a set of some more here. I need 3 more though, so I guess we could skip it for now. Okay, let me just honestly too go ahead and go grab some leaves. Then we can get the roof on this, and I think it'll start looking way better as well. I don't know if I have leaves though. Okay, I have a little bit. Can you make leaf slabs? No, you cannot. It was worth trying. And for the leaf roof, I'm gonna have some hanging off a bit like this, of course, to change it up. So something like that probably looks fine. I think we actually need to make this smaller though. Yeah, maybe like that, and then bring this all the way over again. Almost overhanging these leaves by 1 block to hopefully help with it looking better as well. Then, you know, it just adds depth in too, so it's kind of the best of both worlds. And then for the back, we can also have some stuff hanging off the sides. That's good for now. Also, don't know if I have enough to finish this. It's gonna be very close. I'm not gonna be able to finish and decorate it though, so either way, we're gonna have to go get some more leaves in just a second here. I'll place in the initial base first though, as much as I can of it. And now I will go get more. Do we have shears? Yes, I do. Okay, I don't need much, so 2 stacks should be more than enough to finish the roof of this thing that I'm trying to build. So let me go back and let me see if that is true and if I can finish it. Okay, so here is the back side. I think it already looks way better like this. I can put some leaves falling down on this side as well. So something like that. And then from the inside, I mean, this already looks fine, but I think if we add in a couple of blocks some places, to add in some different like depth and things back, then it should hopefully make it look better as well. So just something like this on all of the layers. Okay, and I put some hanging leaves as well. I think that looks fine. So let me go ahead and put in the sides of the walls, which will be... oh no, I don't really want to do fence again, but then what else could I do? I guess I could do like a fall trapdoor wall, which would look something like this. Well, I only have 3, that's not really a good amount to test with. Let me make some more. Okay, 24, not a lot. Let me just test by placing like 2 layers, because trapdoors are really hard to break. That will give me a good enough of an idea, I hope. And then we can close all of them. And then look from the inside. I think that looks fine. Yeah, let's just do that. It's easy. And, I mean, it looks good enough. So we need 2 more in this layer. Then we can stack up on this layer to make it easy. And then I need more wood before I do anything. Do I have some in my chest, or do we need to go get more? I have a little bit in my backpack. In my chest, I have 0. I mean, I have 6 logs. It's not a lot, though. Let's use the ones in my backpack so we don't have to go mine trees again. I was literally just there, so I do not want to go back already. And that should be more than enough. We have over a stack now. Okay, there we go. There's one end, and I do think that looks fine, so let's go ahead and put the other side in. Starting with the bottom layer, and then I can probably do it from up first, which is actually just going to be way easier. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. I mean, we're basically already done now. Just got 4 more blocks, and then we got to close all of them. Okay, and then this is what it looks like from the front. That looks good to me. Let's put Stormcutter in there. We have a place to land up here and look out, and then we also have a place to land him or her, and then sit down. There we go. That looks pretty good to me. Maybe we bring it out a little more with some grass or something. I mean, that wouldn't be a terrible idea, I don't think. Just so we have more room to land and move around. So something like this. Yeah, alright. I blocked up some of the decorations I put with the coarse dirt and stuff, but that doesn't really matter. We can just redo it. I can add a couple of leaves back around this area. And then the crates with all the like cabbage and tomatoes in them. Let's make some of those. and also use that to decorate. So let's get a bunch of cabbage, a bunch of tomatoes. Then how do you make the cabbage crate? Literally only cabbage, you don't even need wood. Okay, nice. So there's 10 total. Then how many tomato ones can we make? 14. All right, we're a little bit more on the tomatoes. And I think that's all of our cabbage, so good thing we've been harvesting it. 10 is even that much. We can put a little bit inside. Let's make a tiny miniature stack. So something like this. And then we can break these blocks underneath to get them back because I don't have a lot in the first place. That looks good. We can place some trapdoors too, like the little piece of wood left laying around maybe. And then some campfires and barrels would look pretty good here, so let me see if I can make those. Definitely barrels, but campfires are going to need charcoal and stuff, so we'll have to wait if I do want to end up using that. Which I probably should, because I do think it'd make it look better. And then one more right there, and then the rest of this can probably just be blank. Okay, yeah, I think that looks nice. Can we do one on the outside now, too? So let's start with that. Let's start with one here, a green one right here, another red tomato crate, and then like 2 more cabbage. We can place some piece of wood laying around, and then some random trapdoors too. So something like this, yeah, I think that's good enough. I can lay like one on top of these tomatoes as well. Then actually maybe some leaves behind this too, like one little stack there, just so you can see them kind of hanging over. Okay, I kept decorating this thing right here, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job. This is the side I added the campfires and everything. And then this edge too added more campfires and barrels, everything in general, and I think it looks super nice, as well as the left side. I also was hiding some torches, so everything is a little bit more lit up. And then finally added some hay bales right here. So I think overall this area is basically done. And I'm going to collect some wheat now, so I have more hay bales if I need them or food. You know, I should probably actually have a path going all the way up here too, so I'm going to go ahead and start doing that right now. Okay, then right here, it's kind of an awkward part of the path. I'm going to add a part that kind of branches off right here and then leads all the way to this door, just to further kind of connect this whole world up, which I think will make it a lot better. So that is what it would end up looking like. And then this is this path down leading all the way over here, and then we can make yet another path branching off from somewhere around here, going all the way to this farm in front of us and the other parts of the base. I think I'll probably make it go up right here and then make it take a turn to the left, and then we can access this farm. So that would be something like this. That looks good to me. And then let's make this corner a little bit more natural. So yeah, I can also have a back pathway leading, maybe like a more rough path though, but just to this path over here, so it kind of makes more sense. Yeah, I mean, something small like that. I think that looks good. I also need some bone meal. I just don't know if I have any bone blocks, but we can go in the nether and probably steal some. So I have a portal. Yeah, over there. Okay. Well, honestly, I'm kind of off things to do. Could have planned more things. Who knows? This is also like the worst base I feel like I've ever built. Either way, though, it was a pretty fun video. I like the ocean theme. But it's just this mod is so based on exploring in oceans that, you know, just like the Lucky Block again, you're kind of stuck doing not much. But let me know if you guys have any ideas. Thanks for watching. Click the video on screen now if you want to watch another one just like it. And I will see everybody next time. Goodbye.